Recently, I transitioned from a regular bed and breakfast to a haunted.
Fellas! Oh, it does work. I had a feeling we were going to have a no sound kind of morning, but it's a sound kind of morning.
Did you just cut my beat off like that? Can you hit play again? Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty
Wednesday
smooth.
Vibes
That's
kinda.
pretty smooth. Not gonna lie.
Oh, it's getting me in the zone. Sports. See, I don't even want to yell at this song though, cause I'm just like, ooh,
You're just like, hey.
ooh, hey.
Yeah, some sports.
We got sports today. Hey, fellas. Sports today.
Yeah.
We're gonna win some money today, fellas. We're gonna talk about other sports today, fellas. We're gonna have a lot of fun, fellas. Yep. I'm really feeling this song.
Yeah, I can
we
tell.
play this one again?
Yeah, we'll run it back.
Save that one.
We'll run it back
That's a
at the
good
break. I think there's nothing that's like picking up the computer audio, so it's definitely very faint in the background through the mic. Today is September 15th, Wednesday. It's 2021.
Still?
Son
of a bitch.
We're working through it, but for now, we're here.
Sorry, son of a bastard.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Need to watch my kid-friendly show.
True. Want the little tykes watching.
Yeah. Little button tykes.
We had some baseball yesterday,
Oh, can we just
and it went well.
over how good VIP has been
And
the
it
past
went
2 days.
well.
How good the show has been the past 2 days. We have been slamming
Ooh.
and canning
Yeah.
and cocked and loaded and bashing, and we are just doing everything right now.
All
11,
of those.
5, and 1 plus 10.9 units in the last 2 days.
Wow. Quite a run.
Quite a run. Quite a run. That Giants game last night was everything. That team total over was everything. 2 full units on it, and we smacked it in the bottom of the 8th. Beautiful. Stephanie's here, and I am never allowed to create a spaces again on Twitter after last night. Stephanie, I couldn't agree with you more. That got weird real quick. It was a great time. We had 20-plus people in there for a while last night. It was a good time. Bunch of people talking back and forth, giving out great ideas for betting. And then a little Scottish man showed up, and boy, things took a turn real quick. But no, fun time. Yes, JP, you are glad you bailed out when you did, because that got real weird. It is Wednesday waiver wire day.
True.
Hopefully you got who you wanted on the waiver wire. I made the very aggressive decision in my big buy-in league for fantasy football with my boys back home to spend 93 of my $100 free agent acquisition budget on Elijah Mitchell. I don't know if it was the right decision. I also got Hunter Renfroe for $1. Felt real good about that one.
That's a steal, baby.
Yes, some Scottish man who owned a nightclub was definitely hitting on Stephanie.
Hey.
Yeah. Hey, if you ever want to have a Scottish man who owns a strip club, you know who to call. Yeah, that just took a turn for a little weird, but it's all good. It's all good. It's just gambling Twitter, you know? What do you expect?
That's pretty, I mean, hey. It's way more interesting than if just like, I don't know, some dude.
At first, it was fucking hysterical.
Yeah,
because the man
I
just
can
came
imagine.
in talking about soccer plays and just kept rambling on about all the soccer plays he was going to bet. And then he was really funny and really nice. And then I think he did a couple too many shots. And
got a little
too my spaces went from about 16 people to 4 real quick. So, yeah. Great time, though. Great time. Great time on spaces. Do love the little Twitter extension there. It was a good time. It was a very good spaces. It was a lot of fun. But anyways, we have sports today. We're on to a whole new day. I don't want to really be in today because yesterday was very, very fun for betting and winning money.
Yeah, big
but
one.
It is Wednesday, dog. A Wednesday. Yep, that's what we're going with. Wednesday.
Wednesday.
We do have sports to talk about today. Sean, is there anything we need to talk about today?
Yeah. Oh, dude, as always.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll start with a little deja vu moment.
Okay.
You ready for this?
I am.
The over/under on how many times you've heard this headline is 5.5. Can you guess what it is? This is actually interesting.
Say it again.
You've heard this headline a lot.
Okay.
Over the last 8 years.
Okay.
Over and over.
Okay.
NFLPA recommends Josh Gordon be reinstated.
I knew it. Oh, Josh Gordon is officially back once again. No one knows how long he's going to be around this time, but he is back and he is ready.
That's right. They're awaiting final approval from Commissioner Goodell. He's too busy eating M&Ms in his basement.
In his man cave basement, football basement.
Chilling with Portnoy or whatever. But he's ready to play, apparently. He's fully vaccinated, apparently.
Ooh. Fully vaccinated for alcohol and...
Okay. He was reinstated. He applied for reinstatement in July. Finally got it. Hasn't taken a snap since 2019 when he was on the Seahawks.
Is he still technically rostered on the Seahawks? Or is he
no, I
free
don't.
agent?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Hey.
He played the past season with the Zappers of the fan-controlled football league.
Oh, okay.
Remember that?
I do. I don't think I've ever really heard much about it, but I do know that there's something out there that is a fan-controlled league.
Yeah, it was like a thing on Twitch, I believe, and you could kind of call the plays or something. I think it ended up being a lot less fan-controlled than people wanted. Yeah. But that's probably because
there's real athletes out there playing real.
Not even. That's
tough. That'd be really hard.
A lot of people think they can coach. And everyone's a victim of it watching the game. Oh, what a idiot! But I have no idea how to call a game, nor will I claim to. If I did, everyone would just be falling over and getting just getting murdered in the air. It would be terrible. So,
if you don't know exactly who Josh Gordon is, he has now missed 5 or 6 seasons.
Oh, I think it's got to be more now. Well, I guess how many you missed. Yeah.
5 to 7 to 8. I don't even know the number anymore. He is an extremely, extremely, extremely talented wide receiver. He was the only bright spot of the Browns when the Browns were the Browns. The man would play 3 times a season and get 8 receptions for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns every single time he played. He is one of the most talented wide receivers I've ever seen in my life. Just all-around great wide receiver. The problem is he has a drinking and a drugs problem, and not just oh yeah, I like to party like a problem. He admitted to, in college, slamming a handle of alcohol before basically every game. Still went out there and balled out. Still got drafted. He admitted to doing the same thing in the NFL while also being on drugs in the NFL. Again, did the exact same thing. The man was playing drunk and high most times and still outdid all other wide receivers on the field. Honestly, an incredible specimen of an athlete. Yeah. The fact that what he's done to his body and the mindset that he's been in for these games and the way he still plays. And, hey, the man's got his demons. Put all of that aside. Incredible, incredible, incredible football player. And the only reason that he's still making headlines and the name is still around is because he is that good. Because I can promise you, any person who's gotten suspended for 6 or 7 seasons due to the same problem would not have yet another chance to come back in the NFL.
Yeah. Hey, it's besides all the jokes that are, it's oh, you get suspended again. Oh, you got suspended so many times. It's important to remember that as you rack up 3, 4, 5 suspensions, your conditions for reinstatement get a lot tougher, and the conditions that you have to be through as you go through the season. So, it's it's safe to say that even the times that he's been suspended more recently, it was not for being high out of his mind. It's
No.
not for being. There's a lot of tests you have to pass. A lot of little
He
stuff.
might have smoked weed and missed a drug test. He might have gotten caught
stuff
with
that you
a
wouldn't
drink in his
normally
hand.
be suspended for.
It is very
So,
once you're at that level, it is extremely, extremely strict. And I think, if I remember correctly, when he left the Patriots, when the Patriots gave him his stint there,
yeah.
I don't even think that he got kicked off. I don't remember the exact thing. I don't even think he got kicked off that team for drugs. It was the fact that he was in a bad mental state, and it seemed like he had a setback mentally.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, because
I don't think he actually did anything, but he had a setback mentally and had to leave football again. So yeah,
But then he went right to the Seahawks after that. Too.
Yeah.
So, but how old do you think Josh Gordon is?
I believe he's 32 now.
He's only 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's 30 and he's fresh.
I mean, yeah, he's only played partial seasons
Yeah,
at
he's
most.
played. I think he's played maybe he's played like 20 games or something.
Yeah. And as long as he's been in the
Nah,
offseason,
probably more than that.
And there is something to say about a wide receiver who hasn't been playing football, because it is different from, you can train all offseason all you want, and unless you're playing football, you really aren't. Like, in the zone, you know.
Oh, yeah,
You're getting much worse every year you're not playing football. But, I mean, the guy just keeps proving people wrong.
Yeah, you
Like,
think
he
that,
just
but
keeps
then
proving
sometimes
people
it's like you'll see a dude who finally gets that, like, gets a little break. I was actually listening to this. Is kind of random, but I was listening to the Old Man in the Three with JJ Redick.
wrong. Yeah.
And he was talking to Blake Griffin, and kind of in his time with Detroit, he was coming back from an injury. It was right before last season when he got bought out, or he bought himself out.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying, like, they gave him like 6 weeks at the end of the season where they were kind of way out of contention and all that in the bubble year. And I said, just go home and train. He's like, it was the only time since I started playing basketball that I got to go and train and I wasn't rehabbing an injury.
Interesting.
So there is something, and he's like, I've really just got my legs back under me, you know, just got me kind of back settled, not rehabbing for something, not trying to get back for something. Maybe there is something to be said for being able to train for a bit without the physical ramifications of playing a professional sport.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you don't remember how good Josh Gordon was on the Cleveland Browns back in the day, his rookie season, he went for 50 receptions for 805 yards. He averaged 16.1 yards a reception. He had 5 touchdowns, a catch rate of 52.1%, which is pretty good considering who was his quarterback at the time. Who I don't even know who his quarterback was at that time. 2013, 14 games, 87 receptions, 1,650 yards.
Yeah, he led the NFL that season.
He averaged 19 yards a reception. He had 9 touchdowns. His longest was a 95-yarder. He averaged 117 yards a game, and he also had 5 rushes for 88 yards that year, which is an average of almost 18 yards for every single time he ran the ball. When I tell you that, and he did this drunk every single game, I might add, and possibly high every single game, I might add. When I tell you that this man is a fucking specimen,
he's something
on
else.
earth, he is truly, truly, truly an incredible player. He then missed, 2014, he was only there for 5 games. I believe that was the start of the suspension. That was the start of the whole everything. Missed 2015, missed 2016, entire seasons due to substance abuse policy. Came back 2017 for Cleveland. He only played in 5 games. He still averaged 67 yards a game somehow, which is just unbelievable. Still averaged 18.6 yards a reception. Unreal. Came back in 2018 and finally had a pretty much normal season where he played 1 game for Cleveland, and then that was his year of being on the New England Patriots, where he played for 11 games, had 40 receptions for 720 yards, another 18 yards per reception, averaged 65 yards a game on there. The man is absolutely incredible. A little bit of a drop-off in 2019 when he played his games. New England, Seattle, he had a lot of things going on, as we knew about, mental setbacks, things like that. absolutely incredible stats from this man.
Insane.
And then you put on top of it that he was not sober for the majority of these games. It is just unfathomable how this guy managed to pull this off. I'm rooting for Josh Gordon. I think there's been a lot of jokes, and early on we're all like, oh, that guy is just a dumbass, blah, blah, blah. No, the man is battling demons. He has for a long time. I would very much like Josh Gordon to be back in the league. Just as I'm not saying he's going to be the 1,600 yards and 40 or 80, 90 receptions guy, but I still think he could be an important receiver on someone's team, especially at 30 years old, because I did think he was at least 32 or something.
And he's 30, but his body's like 27.
27, yeah, with all the games that he hasn't played, honestly.
My take, Bill wants to give Mac a new weapon.
Hey, it sounded like he was a really good fit at New England before. They really liked him. They had kind of like a security guard for him to make sure he wasn't fucking up.
Yeah, well, that's what you need to do.
And that's what you need to do. And I think actually he was the one who said that policy. I'm almost positive he was like,
you don't get this far. You don't get reinstated this many times if you're not aware of what you need yourself. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you need to. There's not a lot other people can do to help you once you get to certain points.
Yeah.
And I think he knows.
And I think he figured that out in New England when he pulled himself out for a mental setback.
Yeah.
Like, clearly he was not in the right state. He's like, I am not doing this shit
like
again.
He's in fear of going back to it or something like that.
My guy was bringing in $10K a month at Baylor, slinging drugs while leading the nation in receiving and being drunk and high every single game. Yeah, that is Josh Gordon in a nutshell.
He's
right
a multitasker.
There. He is an incredible. I can't get over how insane this guy is at
he's something
football, and just how crazy this man's life has been. But like I said, I hope he gets another shot. I think it'd be a great story.
You know where he's going.
Where's
who might want him more than Bill?
Who?
Tom.
Yeah. Oh, imagine. Holy hell, imagine. Because you know he's not going to get a big contract either, so it would make so much sense.
$1 million signed with the Bucks.
Oh, no.
Like a $2 million if you win the Super Bowl.
Josh, I love you, but please do not go to the Bucks.
Could you imagine?
They have enough. They don't
they
need
lined
it
up,
anymore.
they lined up like with four receivers out wide, and it's Mike Evans, Godwin, Antonio Brown, and Josh Gordon.
And then you got Gronk sitting there too.
And Gronk's, yeah.
Oh. Convince me not to pick him up in Dynasty. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's just a matter of if he's going to play. Like, if he's going to be able to figure it out and stay in the league.
I mean, he's not even in the league technically yet.
Yeah. But you already know.
Yeah.
You already know.
Goodell's got a soft spot for him. He's going to let him in.
Going,
yeah.
See, Goodell has a soft spot for him, which I absolutely do, because if this was anyone else, he was probably gone by now with all the chances he's been given and everything. But at the same time, the man has worked very hard.
Oh, yeah. Like, not to discredit him.
No.
Just, like, I think, like everyone else, he's rooting for him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how if you're not rooting for Josh Gordon at this point, you're just an asshole. You're just, he does drugs, blah, blah, blah. Like, stop. Man's got his demons. He's trying so fucking hard. He's been trying so hard for so long, and I'm ready to see it. I'm ready for him to play next to a full season, go on to next year, play a full season next year, retire, whatever he wants to do. I just want to see the man play football the way he's supposed to play football for just a couple of years. Because I'm telling you, I watched that man back in the day in 2013 and 2013, I mean, and it was just... He's just clearly the most athletic person on the field.
Yeah. He's a beast.
What else we got?
We'll go...
I love when you surf your tabs. Like, which
one of these? Because there's all different vibes, different feels. Pull one out. I don't know. We'll go... It's a little interesting. So, it's about betting. And sports betting, which we like.
I do enjoy that.
So, as you probably expected, with the summer adding, another 2, 3, 4 states?
Yeah.
Illegal gambling.
4.
Arizona being the most recent. Shout out Arizona. There's been a huge surge with week 1 in the number of people sports betting.
NFL time, baby.
Yeah. I don't know if you experienced anything like this, but I know DraftKings was down at like 4 o'clock for about 10-15 minutes. So you could not place a bet. None of the live bets they were completely overloaded. It was, and I think a lot of sportsbook had similar issues, especially live during games.
I know BetMGM went down, or Caesars or BetMGM went down for about 10-15 minutes on Thursday night. Sunday night? I forget. Yeah. They are in BetMGM. Yeah. BetMGM went down a few times as well.
So, GeoComply Solutions is a company that most of the big sports books use to check your location to make sure you're in a legal state.
Yeah.
They recorded 58.2 million geolocation transactions from just Thursday night to Sunday.
That's a lot of transactions.
That's compared to the 2020 first week from Thursday to Sunday was 25.8 million.
So it doubled.
It increased by 126%.
Wow. Wow. Degenerates unite. Let's go.
There's not many things that will double in
a year's
in user base in a year's time.
Yeah.
When you're talking about tens of millions, but
except
they
for
did.
Sport betting. That's pretty incredible. Who are the new states as of recent? Arizona. I still can't decide if Florida's got it, right? Florida is officially now. I keep hearing that Florida does, and then Florida doesn't, and then Florida does, and then Florida doesn't.
Hey, Pennsylvania, number 2 in the most activity. Jersey was number 1.
Jersey still is number 1.
Little peanut-shaped Jersey. Then Pennsylvania, then Michigan, then Arizona. They're all hyped. They're brand new, feeling shiny. And Illinois.
So what, Chicago, AC, Philly, Michigan doesn't make any sense.
They're just out there betting.
Just Arizona as a state whole because it's just a bunch of old people who are retired and have Social Security money that they need to blow on something.
No, I believe the thing with Florida... The thing with Florida is they legalized it, but it's owned by the Seminoles. They have one. So the way it works, most states have, like Pennsylvania, we have 1 million sports books.
Yeah.
Because they can give out. Dang it! I know.
It's okay. I'm going to school for this.
What's the thing called that you give? It's basically like a license to.
Oh, like a gaming license.
But it's not the game. It's specifically for a book, and I don't know. But basically in Florida, the Seminoles own all gambling.
Like Florida State?
Yes. Not Florida, but the tribe they're named after.
Oh, yes. Because they're on a reservation. Correct?
Yes, and then that's just one, as well as the reservation. It's coming.
So it's not online. You can only go retail on the reservation, correct? Okay.
That was the case.
Okay.
Now they can do online, and the question is, can anyone else get that same right to use online because it's not technically in there? It's like just throughout the state of Florida.
Gotcha.
That's a whole thing.
It's gonna be something that Minnesota battles as well because all of our casinos are on reservations up there.
Yeah.
Like almost all of them, because you can't have slots in a non-reservation casino.
I don't know. I went to 7-Eleven yesterday and.
That's very much in the state of Minnesota. There, you can only have a card room owned by the government.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the government can have card rooms.
Interesting.
But or private, I guess private. But yeah, you can only have a casino if it's on a reservation. Fun fact of the day.
Yeah, we've really opened up our laws recently because before it would be like you either go to the dog racing track or you go to Atlantic City.
We go to a horse racing track. That's the only sport gambling you can do in Minnesota.
But man, it's opened up. Now every time I go to the 7-Eleven, you got a crew around the slot just for just
I love the people.
Shout out to the
I
7-Eleven
love the people who touch
gamblers.
the screen.
Yeah, just go.
Try and like pick out all the things themselves. I'm like, you realize that's not a touchscreen, right? You do understand, right?
Okay. Oh, wow. What a handy little map. Legalized sports betting. New Hampshire. New York? Oh, I didn't think it was in New York.
What is that? Legalized.
Oh, but this might not be online.
Yeah. So some of these are retail. There's a here. I think Action Network has a.
Oh, here we go. So Nevada, obviously.
Yeah.
In person and mobile. Delaware is only in person, and can't use in-state college teams. Cannot bet on.
Oh, they're another one too.
Yeah, they're another one
I know
like
New
that.
Jersey's one of those too.
Jersey has mobile, but no in-state college teams, and collegiate events held within the state as well.
Does that go over to pro too?
No.
For some reason, I thought that New Jersey.
No,
couldn't
they
bet on their
changed.
own
I
pro
think
teams.
that was
got it?
updated like a year
Okay.
ago. Mississippi's only in person. West Virginia is in person and mobile. New Mexico only in person. Pennsylvania, we already know.
We
Rhode Island fully legal. Arkansas just in person. New York in person, mobile, pending. Yeah, see, I didn't know they didn't have it there.
Bill
Everybody
got passed for
everyone just
pending.
goes over to Jersey.
Yeah.
Iowa, we know. Both of them.
Yeah.
Brax is
I
out
forgot
there.
about that.
No prop betting on in-state college athletics, though.
Damn, that's a smack to the face for Braxton. He's a big.
Tennessee is like that,
both
like
college
Iowa.
Prop bets can't bet on individual players. Interesting. I never knew that was a thing.
Okay, here's a cool Oregon. None at the Chinook Winds Casino Resort, but sportsbook operated by the Oregon Lottery does not permit betting on games involving in-state college. Whatever. Indiana, in-state or in-person mobile. No prop betting on in-state college athletics. New Hampshire. No betting on in-state colleges. They actually don't have in-person. They only have mobile. Fun fact.
Wow, no retail. That's interesting. I don't think I've heard that before.
Isn't that weird? I guess they just never had casinos. And then they're just like, here's DraftKings.
We can do this.
Illinois is all good, except for no wagering on minor leagues or Illinois college teams. Michigan, just regular, everything, all good. Montana's only in person. Colorado, all good, nothing special. DC, just no betting on games involving colleges located in DC.
I kind of didn't think you could bet on college props anyways, but
not with that attitude.
That is interesting that they singled it out. It could become a thing.
Yeah, I guess
that might be
That
might be something that like the real legal states pull out just to say that they can. Neither have I.
Tennessee's, so like you said, that's mobile only again.
Wait,
Virginia's a
Tennessee
weird one.
has mobile only?
That's what it says.
Stephanie, do you guys not have casinos there? Anyways, keep going.
Virginia legalized in January of this year.
Yeah, they're on their way, right?
Yeah, but wagering is not permitted on Virginia-based college sports or certain youth sports. Okay.
No casinos in Tennessee. Wow, Tennessee sucks.
The Washington football team obtained a sports betting license from the Virginia Lottery in 2021, marking the first time an NFL team obtained a wagering-related license in any jurisdiction. So, like what I was saying about the Seminoles, how they have the only gambling license in Florida?
Yeah. So
the Washington football team has a gambling license.
Very interesting.
Gee, aren't they known for being a super clean, pure, well-run organization?
Yeah, there definitely is.
I'm glad we gave them a gambling license.
Yeah, there's
Jeez.
definitely not a prostitution ring going on in their stadium.
Prostitution casino.
Probably a casino too, honestly.
A little speakeasy brothel with some slots in the bottom.
I've heard so many stories about that organization from people that should not be talking about the organization in that way. It is a bad. Dan Schneider is a yikers. Yikes.
So, North Carolina just did it this year as well. But that's only that. Wow, that's just to have in-person sports betting. They didn't even have that legalized yet. So North Carolina, they're a little slow. Who's up next though? Washington.
Nothing.
They're working on it though.
Working.
Maryland's working on it. That's interesting. Maryland has approved it under the condition that the revenue is used for education benefits. Wow.
I'd be having my buddies slip Petras a couple bucks during their pickleball class to hit his rushing total every week if college props were a thing. That'd be funny. I had classes with athletes as well due to my major, and that'd be pretty funny because I had classes with some bigger names on the basketball team, and it'd be funny if like, hey, you wanna get a couple rebounds today? Just a couple.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly why they don't have them.
Yeah.
South Dakota is doing something tribal. Louisiana.
I can't believe Louisiana doesn't have it yet. There's a lot of degenerates in Louisiana.
It could come to New Orleans and other cities specifically as early as this year.
Interesting.
But it's not going to be a statewide thing.
Cam comes around for bedtime, don't worry.
Wyoming's going to have that class, the one like Tennessee, no casinos.
Fun fact, Minnesota and Wyoming are the only two states that you can gamble at 18.
Oh, wow.
There might be Idaho, maybe too, but I think those are the only two.
You can gamble at 18 here.
Casino gambling.
Well,
not lottery.
No. Yeah.
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 Which is 6. I've been gambling for 5 years already.
I was just scratching.
I've been gambling for like a quarter.
I've
been gambling for like a quarter of my life already.
Do you like Gus, the groundhog man that sells you lottery tickets on the TV?
No.
Really? I love Gus.
I'm not a big lottery person.
We've been over it, though. I'm very easily marketed, too.
Yeah.
And, boy, am I getting marketed those scratchers. That's a Pennsylvania thing. Gus, the groundhog.
Yeah.
Because we have Puxtawny Phil, the groundhog.
You know what I realized that you guys don't have? Braxton probably knows what I'm talking about. I don't know if anyone else. Pull tabs.
Who's that?
You guys don't have pull tabs at your bars. Which is the craziest thing I've ever heard, and I never realized that other states.
I don't even know what you're saying.
So a pull tab is a little card. It's about this big, and it's like there's $1 pull tabs, $2 pull tabs, $5 pull tabs, and at the bar there's like
all I can think of is a tadpole.
No, pull tab. So there's at a bar here. I need to look this up. Your buddy went to Canterbury to bet on the ostrich races. That's sick. Canterbury Downs is sick. Sean's car is just filled with scratched off lottery tickets. All right, pull tabs.
There was one time freshman year that I thought I could get change out of the machine, and I accidentally put a 20 in.
Braxton, pull tabs go crazy. So this is a pull tab. All right, here, this is good. So there's a whole fucking box of these, right? There's like multiple boxes at the bar, and they're just thousands deep.
Here, I'll pull it up for everyone.
But as the box goes down, I need to find like a good. Here we go. So the sign, so this is what it looks like. It's some lady always working at the thing, and there's a bunch of boxes of pull tabs, and these are the winners, and then there's other like $20 winners and $5 winners. But you get told how many winners there are in the box, and then you pull these little pull tabs, and there's just 3 tabs, and you just go rip, and it either has a line and a money symbol, and that's how much money you win, and you go up to the thing, and she just pays you cash, or you get nothing and you throw it away. So you rip you normally buy like 100 at a time at like $2 a piece to go in with everyone, and then you rip them all and try and get big money. But I didn't realize that this doesn't exist in other states. Or like this is a very much Midwest here. That's exactly what it normally looks like. So you get, and then it's just a little piece of cardboard with 3 tabs on it, and you just go like this, and you rip them, and you hope that you get a line, and then you make money. But that is like our gambling for bars. So we don't have slots anywhere. We don't, unless you go to a tribe reservation. It is because I've never heard of it. That's so funny. I realized it when the gal came to Minnesota, and we went to a bar one night, me and my buddies, and we were just like, oh, does anyone want to go on pull tabs? We're like, yeah, sure. And she's like, what the hell is a pull tab? I'm like, wait. This was our version of gambling since the moment we turned 18. And even as a kid, your parents would buy pull tabs and like give you like 3 of them. You'd like, rip them open and see if you won anything.
This is what the pull tab lady looks like. It's like a combination of...
It's basically like
Scratchers.
an instant... Yeah, it's like a scratch-off, but like a bar game scratch-off. And you can win a lot of money doing it because some of the like those $5 boxes and stuff. So all those different boxes are all different. So that bottom left one's probably a $1 box because the biggest payouts are 100 and stuff like that. And then they cross off the like, so if you win a 500 one, she'll go and cross off one of the 500s on that box. So you know how much is left. So the strategy is you watch the boxes all night, and as they get low, but all the big winners aren't crossed off, that's the box you buy. So that top left box is probably like a $5 box.
Okay, I see why it's fun now. I was like,
so that top
I'm
left
not
box
gonna lie,
is probably
this kind of sounds like it sucks, but that's
your odds are really bad. But if you're good at watching the box and you like go to flood it, so every box has got their own shit and everyone's got their own little strategies and stuff. But at the end of the night, when that box is getting low, you will see a consistent line of people buying $100 worth of pull tabs at a time, going to the nearest spot at the bar, ripping them all open, seeing if they get a big hit, because sometimes there'll only be like 3 big winners left, but there's only 400 cards left, and everyone's like, well, if I just buy the whole fucking box, I'll rip. Like, you can do the math sometimes, and sometimes you'll actually be able to buy the whole box out. But this was our version of gambling at 18, along with casinos and stuff, but very, very fun at every single bar in the Midwest. Braxton, I'm surprised they don't have it in Iowa. Only in Madison. When you went to Madison, they are electric and fun. But boy, are they probably the biggest waste of money on planet Earth as far as gambling.
See, that's old Gus.
That looks like an old Gus.
This is our version of gambling. This groundhog tries to sell you scratchers, and that's old Gus. That was back when they were not concerned with making him cute and attractive.
Yeah, he looks a lot cuter now.
Yeah, he looks rabid.
Yeah,
he looks like he spent all of his money on scratchers, and he did not win any. And now look at him. And now he's a chef named Gus. Now he's kind of got that Steve from Blue's Clues swag.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, come on. How can you not like Gus?
Yeah, I like Gus.
Gus is fire. He's a scheme, though. He is trying to get you to gamble.
Yeah. If you ever make your way to the Midwest for whatever ungodly reason,
I want to pull some tabs.
You need to play some pull tabs because it is electric. And when you pull a line that says like 300-400 off like a $2 ticket, you're like, and it's great too because it's always at the bar too. Yeah. So you're just like, drinks on me!
Yeah,
Let's go!
That's smart.
If anyone
for
at the table
bars.
pulls a big one, oh
That's
man.
smart for the bars because you
have a
already
free
only
night.
profit on it.
Yeah.
And then plus that money's coming right back in. That's
Except for when
smart.
you're going like $200 and you only pull like $5 winners out of it, and you're like, ooh.
I gotta go.
My night got real
But they get
expensive.
that money anyway.
My night got real expensive.
Is that like run by the lottery commission, the state or is that just like a
You just
a
have
thing
to
for
have
the
some
bar?
kind of license for the bar, and
Oh,
it's
wow. So
completely
they get
run
to
by the
keep-
bar.
Interesting.
I'm sure there's some kind of
ostrich races?
Fellas trip to Canterbury for ostrich. Yeah, Canterbury Downs is ostrich races. That's not that far from me, actually.
There's ostriches in America?
Yeah. Ostrich races, bro.
Are they supposed to be here?
Canterbury Downs has dog races, horse races.
I've seen those.
Ostrich races.
Those don't interest me as much. Now the ostrich races.
Dude, Canterbury Downs is sick. I love it.
Are they imported? Like, wait. Am I stupid?
It's just like having ostriches at like a petting zoo, except that you race them.
I've never seen an ostrich.
Really?
No.
Oh, I have.
I've never seen an ostrich.
You need to come to my neck of the woods.
Yeah, man. I've realized I've been missing
No, I'm not
out
gonna
on
say
a
that like
lot.
I see an ostrich walking across the
No.
road every day, but like I have seen an ostrich before.
They just be going like 55 down the freeway.
Just literally just changing lanes in traffic.
With their legs?
With you. No, Canterbury Downs is sick. Braxton, how far are you from Canterbury Downs? You gotta be like 3 hours, aren't you? 2 hours? Also, Diamond Joe's Casino at the border of Iowa and Minnesota. My favorite fucking place on planet Earth. I hit 2 slot jackpots in one night at that same casino. I love Diamond Joe's Casino in Iowa. That is my favorite place on planet Earth. That was weird.
That was weird. I want to see this, if this is a good video of the ostrich running down the highway. Guess the ostrich. Oh, yeah, this is a good video of an ostrich running down the highway. Keep your eyes peeled, folks. You never know. Normal day on the federal highway, right? What is that? An ostrich running down the highway doing 55. He's not going slow. I mean, big hard mark. Hey! That guy's gonna hit him. Is that why the video cut?
Wow.
Dude, you're just go around him. He's an ostrich. He doesn't know the traffic laws. He's an ostrich. Wow. I thought it was gonna be fun, but now I'm heated.
Hey, if you ever want to go to News Straits Times,
don't.
NST.com. I don't know what they do, but apparently they like ostriches running on roads.
There's an ostrich on the federal highway.
I'm blown away that people don't know what pull tabs is. It was such like a staple of every bar I've ever been to.
What's the thing that you probably don't know what it is? I don't know.
I feel like I've lived here long enough to get most of the.
Yeah, but there's some like.
I've still never had water ice.
Really?
Yeah, I'm supposed to get it.
How does that?
I'm supposed to get it tonight with the gal for the first time. Rita's.
Oh man.
I've never had it. I always hear about it. Does water ice a thing?
Have you ever had like a snow cone?
Yeah, I mean I've had like a.
Have you ever had like Polish ice?
I'd probably call it something else, but maybe.
It's just like super fine water ice.
I don't know. I've had like a snow cone and like an icy, but that's probably as close as I've ever gotten to water ice.
There's this place. It's called Yardley Ice House.
Yeah. Is it in Yardley?
Believe it or not.
Wow.
The best. The best. I could say the best water ice, but it's the best frozen dessert.
Really?
Best cold. It's so good. Because my problem with like
Hawaiian shaved ice, overrated.
Yeah, I'm not that big of a fan either.
What is the differences of all of these? I thought everything was just a fucking snow cone.
It's a lot of the time it's the so the thing with the snow cone is you have the ice and then you add the syrup.
Yeah.
We're talking more like an ice cream type of deal where it's made together.
Okay.
It's better than it. You know, the snow cone's like a like a burger. Water ice like a steak.
All right, I got it. What is Hawaiian shaved ice then?
Shaved ice is essentially that's basically a big snow cone.
Okay, that's what I kind of figured.
There is a lot of them to keep in. But I believe that's like they put like the stuff on it.
Also, Braxton, that's funny that you're.
Yeah, you get the cup.
That's where my brother lives. Okay.
I used to have one of those shaved ice things. Those are cool. That broke really easily. The thing that was supposed to shave the ice.
Yeah, we had an ice cream maker at one point.
Yeah,
and
we did
like
too.
One time, and then it was just like, wow, this is the most work ever for ice cream, and also it's really not that good at all. And I think it broke like immediately. Rita's do be slapping on a hot side. Apparently that's where I'm going tonight. I think I'm having Rita's for the first time tonight. The gal told me that I had to go get it.
Yeah, you do have to go get it.
I know. It's been 5 years since I've been
I
there.
I just don't understand how you haven't accidentally had some. And I guess it's just
it's just like I've been in cars where it's like, should we get Rita's? And someone's like, no, let's go to like blah blah blah. Like, okay. Like, I've definitely been close. Like, it's been teased around me before, but I've never actually had Rita's.
Sitting at a place and someone will just come in with a gallon of Rita's that they took out, and it's just like, hey, the mango, dude. But so this place, Yardley Ice House, it's like your typical.
I feel like I've seen. Is Maddie from Yardley? Maddie, old ex Maddie. She's from Yardley, almost.
Close to there, yeah.
I feel like I've seen Yardley Ice House.
No, you have gone. You know about it.
Yeah, I think I've seen. I don't think I've actually gotten anything from there, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Yardley Ice House.
It's so good. because it's a little bit creamier than a regular water ice. It's very fun.
I do be loving the cream.
And you do a mango gelati. They do vanilla soft serve, mango water ice, vanilla soft serve.
Whoa.
The best.
Oof.
Or they have banana cream pie water ice. Banana with actual pie crust in it. The cookies and cream. Of course it is. You just know that. You know that's going to be good. It's so good. I'll take you one of these days.
Speaking of pie crust, because now we're just in food mode, and we've got 8 minutes to kill till bets, and I'm in full-on food mode. I have had the New York, the authentic New York slice. I've had, like, you know, who claims to have the best pizza on these. I'm a big pizza guy. Like, I love me some pizza, and I come from mediocre pizza, like just very below average chain restaurant pizza in Minnesota, because that's all we have. And then when I got to the East Coast, I'm like, ooh, here we go, like real pizza and everything. I don't want to hear any shit about New York having the best pizza or your state having the best pizza unless you live in Chicago. Because let me tell you what, I had a lot of different pizzas, and then I went to Chicago a couple months ago and had deep dish authentic Chicago style pizza. That is literally a pie, but pizza. Like, it literally seems like there's pie crust on your pizza. It is the most delicious, immaculate, underrated thing. And I've always heard, you know, ooh, Chicago style pizza versus New York style pizza. I'm sorry, as an unbiased fan, Chicago blows everyone else's pizza out of the fucking water, and it's not even close. Not even close. I don't care what you have to say. If you haven't had authentic Chicago-style pizza in Chicago before, you need to go drive there right now, because it is. And I'm telling you, the bottom of that pizza is literally pie crust. It's literally pie crust. It is the most incredible thing
That sounds delicious.
Seen.
That really does sound
so
delicious.
Good. I took one bite and immediately was like, that's the best pizza I've ever had, and it's not even close.
Now here's something I gotta find. Rita's
Illuminati's. Like Illuminati? I think that's... Are we getting got here? I feel like we might be getting got here.
Illuminati's nuts or something.
Now, who has the best cheesesteak? I'll let Sean take this.
It's here's the thing. I'll get it. Everybody loves coming in and just taking a big old dump on Pat's and Geno's.
It's not bad.
It's the tourist trap.
The Whiz Wit is very good. If you don't get Whiz, however, I have noticed that their cheesesteaks do drop off.
Well, yeah, but that's your own fault for not getting Whiz on the cheesesteak.
I just, I had to test. Pat and Geno's, not as bad. The authentic Philly person would be like, hey, you can't go there, blah, blah, it's tourist distraction. Yeah, I have family on both coasts, Chicago. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Now, yeah, pass it. Hey, if you're coming in touring, it's for the experience, you know?
Yeah.
Pass Geno's good.
Awesome.
But Larry's Steaks.
You're Larry's.
I'm a big Larry's guy.
I'm a D'Alessandro's.
Now, here's one I've been meaning to try, and I actually should look up the name to make sure. I work near, like, Manayunk in Philly, and there's one spot, I'm telling you, from 2 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m., I have never seen less than 20 people standing outside of it with 5 cars double parked.
Isn't that D'Alessandro's?
Is that?
That's in Manayunk.
There's a lot, though.
They're across from each other. There's D'Alessandro's, and then there's another cheesesteak place right across the street.
It's like Chubby's or something, right?
Yeah, it is Chubby's, actually.
Yeah, that's D'Alessandro's. I've never actually had it, and it looks like it's gonna be.
I will say though, Chubby's very underrated.
They never have a line.
Very underrated. That was my first one. Yeah, it's D'Alessandro's and Chubby's. And I will say that both have my top 2. I've had both, and both win.
I'm a Larry's guy.
I've never had Larry's.
Whiz without the onions bother my stomach.
Oh, see, I'm always Whiz Wit.
And then if you don't know,
that is because I got a lesson. I'll tell you my first experience in Philly. I've been in Philly for approximately 8 days. It is my birthday.
Aww.
I have one friend because I came from across the fucking country, and I'm a weirdo Minnesotan.
You must have been really weird.
Oh yeah,
guy.
I still had my accent, like a pretty thick accent and everything.
Oh, you want to get a cheesesteak?
And my friend was like, "Wait, it's your birthday?" Like my one friend was like, "Hey, it's your birthday. I'm gonna take you out, like to the best cheesesteak spot." And we looked across the street, and D'Alessandro was packed. And he's like, "Let's go to Chubby's." He's like, "It's honestly just as good." And he's like, he's like, I'm like, all right, what do I order? He's like, oh, get a cheesesteak with, he's like, do you like onions? And I was like, yep. And he's like, okay. Lady comes over. She's like, what do you guys want tonight? My friend goes, Whiz Wit, tall Sprite. And she's like, she just writes down like one letter. She looks at me. She's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I thought I wanted a cheesesteak, but I don't know. And she just immediately looks at me, like gives me like just a disappointed look, looks at him. She goes, he's not from around here, is he? And he's like, nope. I'm like, oh. So Whiz is the type of cheese. If you want wit with onions, you say wit. If you want without onions, you say without. So it's either Whiz Wit or Whiz Without.
But then you can pick your cheese too.
Yeah. Well,
American
that's
with,
the Whiz.
American without.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah.
It's up. It doesn't have to be Whiz, but it should be.
Wait, if you want a cheesesteak with a side of danger, there's 1 pound cheesesteaks on Kensington Ave. Yeah, that is it. With a side of
That's
danger.
a heaping side. Yeah.
That is a...
You know, we used to have to run through there sometimes. It's not too far from where I went to high school. Once in a while, we'd get out to, and boy, did you run faster when you were when you were around Kensington. Boy, did you run faster. That's
pretty funny. No, my favorite cheesesteak spot is D'Alessandro's, followed shortly by Chubby's. The Pat and the Geno's are really not that bad.
No, it's like
the Philly, the Go-Birds are you can't have a blah 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 blah. But they are good cheesesteaks. They are very solid. I've had a couple very bad cheesesteaks in Philly though.
Yeah.
What is it? There's one in Fishtown. Oh, it's so bad. Worst cheesesteak I've ever had in my life. I forget what it's called. It's so bad though.
There's one here.
Yeah, there's a Larry Steaks right on City Ave, like right before you get on City Ave on 54th.
On 54th?
It's right next to this.
Right by St. Joe's?
Yeah, it's right next to the closed down yogurt shop and the place that Dave was gonna work at, the restaurant. It's right in between there. That's what I thought you were talking about. I was like, dude, there's a Larry Steaks right here.
I didn't know that one was right there.
Well, I gotta go try Larry Steaks then.
I like Larry Steaks.
I know what I'm getting for lunch. I used to live a couple blocks from there, but I'm a fan of Del Rossi's. Del Rossi.
Oh, yeah.
God, I'm getting hungry. Holy hell. Lou is a deep dish place in Chicago that was routinely get shipped to our house in IC, so incredibly worth it. Nice.
You can ship deep dish?
Apparently.
All right, well, then I guess we don't have to go to Chicago. Let's get it shipped here.
Fellas, it's 10:59. Should we kick it to a break, or do you have a little story you would like to talk about? Or should we kick it to a break? Or do you have a little story we should talk about?
Here's a little thing.
Oh, you do have
just a little thing. This is a short little snippet. It'll be perfect to finish her off. Monday night, ESPN2, Peyton and Eli and their friends. Russell Wilson popped on the show. He was probably a little special guest.
Yeah,
guys,
I think
it's me,
Charles
Russell Wilson.
and
Yeah, they had a ton of
Russ
guys.
Yeah.
On the Manning cast. And he had a system to revamp overtime. He had an idea.
Okay.
This is straight from Russ's brain. So, you have your regular overtime. The game's still tied after overtime. You have one more coin toss. The winner has the choice to attempt a long field goal or have the opponent try a long field goal with the game on the line. But it's terrible. Because what if
That's it? That's all it was a field goal from deep, and you get to try it or they get to try it.
And he's like, he'll never tie again. But I'm like, what if both of them both of them make the...
Yeah, that doesn't seem... Like, how long are we talking here? Like 55 yards, 60 yards, 70 yards? We're just going to have the game go on until one of the kickers hit a 70-yarder?
here's the direct. You go 15 minutes, an extra quarter, however long that extra overtime is, and then if nobody scores, we all end in a tie and go home. How terrible is that? Which is true.
Yeah.
I got a crazy idea. Imagine this right here. Imagine we went through this whole thing, this 10-minute overtime or whatever. Nobody scored. You come back in for another coin toss, do the coin toss. The Raiders come out for a second coin toss. They win it. So now
Oh wait, he's talking about after OT ends.
Yes.
Oh, I like this actually. This is
but it
better
doesn't
than what-
solve anything.
Well, there's no ties.
What if they both miss?
Then you keep fucking kicking.
Well, that isn't specified. Well, we need more specification. I need its written proposal.
That's fair.
So now you get to choose for one kick. Are we gonna kick it or are they gonna kick it? You have to kick from the 35, maybe the 40. It seems like people did not like it.
Boo, Russell. Boo, Russell. Also, before we kick it to bets, there are a lot of you in here. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, or even if you have, please do. We would very much appreciate it. We're on our path to greatness here. We have achieved a lot of subscribers in a little amount of time in the past week or so. If you're not subscribed, if you've tuned in, if you're just popping in and lurking, and you're not subscribed, we would appreciate it very much if you did. That's all I have to say about that.
Did you ever hear? Did you ever hear Pat McAfee's overtime solution?
It was a lot better than Russell's.
I really liked it. It was like
good.
It was. I think it was the same thing after
was
the
kickers,
overtime.
yeah.
If it ends in a tie, then the kickers go at it, and it's like a 10-yard field goal, 10-yard field goal, 20-20, 30-30, 40-40, 50-50, and then like maybe if they both make 50s, both make 60s, then you have to pull out a guy who isn't a kicker to kick like a 30. I think that would make for electric football.
I do really wish pro OT was different. Like at least do it like college, or just not have the worst OT rules in it. Yeah, like just do CFB rules and move it back to the 50. Like literally that's all we need to do. I wouldn't even say move back to 50. I say 40 so that 50. 50's right so you can't kick it right away. I just don't understand how the OT is still the way that it is.
I think
it is the most boring way to do OT.
They should have both offenses and both defenses at like at their respective 10-yard lines. And they just start a timer for 5 minutes. Whoever scores the most times wins.
I agree. That just something more like the way they have it set up. It makes it OT is supposed to be the most electric thing in all of sports. Like overtime, extra innings is supposed to be electric. And NFL just makes it the most boring fucking OT in the history.
I'm gonna be honest
boring.
though, both times. No, actually, not the Vikings, but the last OT. I was hoping it would be the least
honestly,
electric thing in the world.
The Vikings and Raiders both were pretty electric finishes.
Yeah, they were
fumbles,
super electric. The problem was I was rooting for it not to be.
Yeah, I know, same. Anyways, we need to kick it to bets. We'll be back in 5 minutes. 11:10 sharp. Get ready. Bets are coming. Let me check.
Right. Imagine. And then you'd have to get the special teams out there too. I want all three all three stages of the game on the field for both teams at the same time.
Nice.
I want 53 men. I want 106 men. If you're injured, hobble them out there. You can be the holder.
Send them out.
Because there's field goals flying over their heads. They're trying to rush on in from the 10, and it's imagine.
Anyways, we're gonna kick it to bets. How about bring out Pro Bowl dodgeball? I'm not gonna lie.
That might be the one.
We need to kick it to a break.
Dude, wait.
We have it's fucking.
No, dude. Can you imagine how electric dodgeball between NFL players with the game on the line would be if you're the last dude out there?
There would be people getting smoked.
That would be so electric.
Also, think of all the guys who aren't able to really throw a ball, and it would be hysterical to watch some of these guys throw a ball. The kid in gym class that threw it like straight down into the ground at times when in dodgeball, just throw them straight down. You would see some of that.
Yeah, dude, there would be strats. You would have dodgeball day at practice on like Thursday.
Hey, Isaac, that's a hot take. That's a very underrated comment as well. Maybe take out a page of the NFL OT rules and do less players, like 7-on-7.
Yeah, some
that would be sick.
School.
Make the game a little bit. That's what they do in NHL. Cool. They take out a player to make the game faster. I love it.
Like when you can't field a team in high school and you have to play 7-on-7 leagues. No. That'd be fun. I would love. Hey, we've come up with like 6 better ideas in the current overtime.
Yeah.
For now, we'll keep thinking about some, and we'll have more at the end.
Fellas, we have a full MLB slate today and a WNBA game tonight.
Oh wow!
And we should probably talk about Thursday Night Football briefly again.
That fever TTO. Hit, but barely.
Yeah, they lost yesterday. They blew it. They had a nice first half, and then they blew it in the second. It's okay. We only went 0.5 units. NFL Street Edition for OTG.
Going off the walls. Back flipping over people.
Blitz Edition. You ever played Blitz?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That shit.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever play it on the Xbox 360?
I had it on PS3.
Where you could like pinpoint injuries and then like go and rupture someone's kidney.
It was pretty wild.
It was fucking brutal.
It was pretty wild.
The cheerleaders all have like boobs hanging out, and it's just like a make-believe John Madden in the booth saying the most ridiculous shit ever. That game was awesome.
That was wild.
I can't believe that game was actually a thing.
Me neither.
Anyways, kick it to break.
Yeah, we'll actually do
4
it this
bets.
time.
We'll be back in approximately 5 minutes with a full MLB slate and a WNBA game tonight.
Here,
Don't miss out.
I'll run that song you like back for you.
Good. My little smooth. Yeah.
Fellas, we're back. Just vibing. Getting ready for the bet time.
I'm almost in Zen state right now. The books better look out today. I'm on a 2-day heater. Actually, I might even be on a 3-day heater. I'm vibing. I got a full slate in front of my eyes. I like the games. It's Dog Wednesday in the MLB. FanDuel has a boost for 2 teams that I was going to bet against anyways. It is going to be a great day, fellas. Oh, boy, am I ready for this slate. 2-day heater, fellas. We're on to another one today. It is Dog Wednesday in the MLB. If you don't know what Dog Wednesday is, a little leprechaun once told us that Wednesdays are the biggest days in baseball for dogs, proven by statistics and analytics. And so we will be on quite a few dogs today. Let's start it out with the first game of the day. Fellas, we have 2 early games today. Actually, we have about 3 or 4 early games today.
Jeez.
By about 4:15.
Wow.
I am excited. We have baseball all day, which means we have sports all day, which means you get to watch sports all day if you want to.
Ain't that something? Ain't that
First
something special?
game of the day, the Battle of the Rogers. Yesterday we had the Battle of the Peraltas, and today we have the Battle of the Rogers.
Roger.
Trevor Rogers of the Miami Marlins on the road at -124, going against Josh Rogers of the Washington Nationals at +114 at home.
But who's the dominant Rogers?
I'm about to tell you.
Oh, good.
Trevor Rogers is 7-7, 2.73 ERA with a 1.15 WHIP with 5.1 average innings pitched. He's given us 118 for an on-base percentage of 288
That's
this year.
pretty good Rogers.
That's pretty good Rogers. Very consistent Rogers, too. Listen to this. Earned run log 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2,
Oh.
3,
Oh.
1, 1. Strikeouts are pretty decent. Have been going down as of recently, though. Walks are about pretty consistently 2 to 3. Home runs, not a big home run guy. Only 3 in his last 10 games. Now, Josh came from the Baltimore Orioles. Something to note. He is 1-0, 3.65 ERA with a 1.3 WHIP. Averages 6.1 innings, but he's only given us 12 this year with an on-base percentage of 314. He went 5.2 and 6.2 innings, gave up 3 earned runs and 2 earned runs. He's given up a dinger in both. His strikeouts were real good his first game, and then he only struck out 1 person in his second game. So, giving up quite a few hits, 12 hits across the 2 games, but only 3 and 2 earned runs, so there's not much there. Boy, if I had to pick, I would say Trevor Rogers is the better pitcher in this situation.
Definitely got more numbers on him.
And if I had to pick, I would say the Miami Marlins are the better team in this situation.
Now, here's the one thing I do want to check.
They knew what I wanted and they took it away from
Did they?
me. I wanted
They
the
gotcha?
first 5 over 1.5 for the Natties. Because it sounds like a 2-run guy.
Sounds like a 2-run guy.
And so 1.5, that means 2. But they're both at 2.5 for the first 5
How's
TTO.
mother?
Oh, let's see. What about draft bet US?
Nah.
That's
ooh.
that's the.
I don't know if they have first 5 props actually.
Well, they do. They do.
Okay. Anyways, I think the Miami Marlins can win this game. Absolutely. They are at 58% of tickets and 65% of money. Spread is getting, let's see.
Oh, they don't have team totals.
I don't have team totals though.
They have first 5 like total, but not first 5 team total.
I gotcha. The spread is getting, once I find it, I will tell you. 73% of tickets on the Marlins with 52% of money on the -1.5. I do like the Marlins here. I don't know if I'll write that down because this series does scare the living shit out of me. It is very sporadic, very hard to tell. Miami has won 3 out of the past 4 matchups. However, Washington did come back late last night, scored 8 to hit that over. Thank you. But yeah, I think this is just a stay away. Over-under is high enough to where I don't want to place it either at 9. If it was 8, even 8.5, I might take it. 9, I guess that's even money, but I have a little bit of faith in my boy Trevor Rogers to only let up 2, and the people behind him to let up less than that. So I think that this is a stay away game. If you want to take the over, wouldn't blame you. If you want to take Miami Marlins, also wouldn't blame you. Moving on to second game of the day at 1:10 p.m. We have And this game went crazy yesterday. 0 runs across the whole game until the bottom of the 11th when the Detroit Tigers beat the Milwaukee Brewers 1-0 in the Battle of the Peraltas yesterday. Brandon Woodruff on the mound for Milwaukee on the road at -245, and Matt motherfucking Manning at home for the Detroit Tigers at +205. Mother freaking Manning, sorry.
Come on.
Kid show, kid friendly.
Come on.
Brandon Woodruff 9-8, 2.48 ERA, .97 WHIP with a 6.0 average innings pitched. He's given us 163 innings with an on-base percentage of .254, pretty solid. Earned run log 410-601-3311. So not quite the Brandon Woodruff that we saw at the beginning of the season. He's been a little bit sporadic. Quite a few home runs in his last 7 games. He's gone 3-1-0, 2-0-1-1. He looks like he's losing a little bit of control. He's not going 7 innings anymore. The most that looks like they're going to let him go is 6, even when he's having a good game. He's had multiple good games, but there is the possibility that he gets shelled a little bit.
Sure is.
Matt Manning, 3-6, 6.14 ERA with a 1.59 WHIP. Averages 4.2 innings. His on-base percentage is .354. His earned run log, 18123, 62412. Not actually as big of a dinger guy as you'd think. Only let up a home run in 4 of his last 10 games, but 2 of those were 2 home runs. Again, Milwaukee should not be favored by -245, but I don't trust the Detroit Tigers to win this game at all, especially with Matt Manning on the mound. I would like to absolutely stay away from this game. You have any hot takes on this one?
Tigers have won 4 of the last 5 games as dogs.
Interesting.
So that's one thing to consider.
That probably just means they've won the 4 of the last 5
Yes,
games.
exactly.
Right? Yeah, okay.
Because they are typically
They
dogs.
are almost always the dog.
I almost like the under just a little. If it was 9.5, maybe even 9.
Yeah.
But 8.5 is scary. It just seems like all of these.
It's the first 2 games of the day.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna try and get you.
Dang.
Tough one. I'm just moving on from that game. I don't think I want to touch anything. Those lines are a little bit too high.
Just a bit. Just a tad.
Just a
wee little
bit
tad
too
bit.
high.
Dang.
Moving on.
Just so much juice everywhere.
I know.
Someone spilled their juice box.
Someone really spilled the juice box. Moving on. Tampa Bay Rays versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Tampa Bay Rays finally ended that stupid Toronto Blue Jays run yesterday. They beat them 2-0 with my boy Drew Rasmussen on the mound, who never lets up a fucking run, and I love him. Today, we have Toronto Blue Jays at +145 on the road with Michael Walsh on the mound going against Robbie Ray, and the Toronto Blue Jays at home getting -165. Michael Walsh is not one of the Tampa Bay Rays' better pitchers. He's 3-4 with a 5.37 ERA with a 1.38 WHIP, averages 4.1 innings, on-base percentage of .327. Earned run log 121376031. So in his last 3-4 games, he actually has been pretty damn good. Loves to give up home runs. He's given up a home run in 7 of his last 10 games, and 4 of those had multiple home runs. Strikeouts are doing much better than what they were before. They're up in the 6, 7s, and 9s range. So maybe he's getting a little bit more control, give him a little bit more credit than what we'll probably have in the past. I will say that the last time he went out, he went 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, and Detroit put up 10 on them. So gave up 9 runs after that. Robbie Ray is an incredible pitcher at 11-5. I'm so silent today, but Sean, I'm digging the shirt.
Hey, thank you, bro. Rest in peace.
Robbie Ray, 11-5, 2.69 ERA with a 1.03 WHIP, 6.0 average innings pitched. He's given us 170 innings at an on-base percentage of .262. His earned run log, 30211202110. Very, very solid. Has given up 3 home runs in his last 3 games, which is not very Robbie Ray-like. Those strikeouts are quite incredible, though. In his last 6, it's 8, 10, 10, 14, 11, 8. What is Robbie Ray's strikeouts for today? I did
7.5.
It is 7.5. Interesting. I did miss that the last time at 8.5. Kind of pissed off about it, but I'll deal with it because he only got 8. It's 7.5 though, huh?
Minus 120.
I am going to take Robbie Ray over K's today. That'll be one of my bets. He has gone over 7.5 in 6 of his last 6 games. Not to mention that the Tampa Bay Rays are the 27th most struck out team in the MLB. And at minus 120, that's pretty solid. Like that a lot. It is Dog Wednesday, so I kind of want to put money on the Tampa Bay Rays, but I do not trust Michael Walsh. Oh. Tampa Bay Rays getting 60% of tickets, 95% of money on the money line.
Uh-huh.
And they are getting... Hang on. 83% of tickets and 58% of money on the minus 1.5. That is a huge parlay line. I was not a huge fan of Tampa Bay Rays until I saw all the money everywhere, and now I am more of a fan of the Tampa Bay Rays. Also, Tampa Bay Rays over 3.5. Really?
That's the team total?
Really.
Oh.
They haven't hit over 3.5 in 3 of their last 10 games, including the last 2. However, do we just go under in this game?
See, I was almost thinking over.
Really? I don't like that. I hit the under yesterday at 2-0. And it was only because you have driven it into my head to hit the under on these games. But you're feeling the over here, huh? I'm not touching it if you're feeling the over.
I just all I'm saying, it's been almost as far back as you can look between these two guys. It's been the under or a push. And yet somehow it's 2 teams that average over 5 runs a game. It's literally the first and third in runs per game.
Wow.
And yet somehow they just keep hitting that under. And it
is literally the number 1 versus the number 2 offense.
Yep. 5.4 runs per game versus 5.3 runs per game.
Yep.
And yet their games this year have been 2, 9, 4, 7, 8. I feel like they're due for a big one.
You think so?
I do. Damn. But
Damn. All right, then I'm not touching it.
Are we in Toronto?
We are in Toronto. See, that's what I'm talking about. Robbie Ray in Toronto. Michael Walsh is looking a little bit better as of recently. I can't go against you though.
I don't want
to. You are the Toronto over under king. I'm not going against what your reasoning here. I can't do it.
I just don't know.
All right, I'm staying away from it. Though.
I just don't know.
410.
Ooh.
Just to let you know, there is a FanDuel odds boost on the Boston Red Sox today, along with the Mets today. That's why I'll be taking Marco Gonzalez and the Seattle Mariners today. Tanner Houck is on the mound for the Boston Red Sox on the road at minus 125, 0-4, 3.54 ERA, 1.18 WHIP. Giving us 53 innings, it's 307 on-base percentage. Earned run log 3.033231.003. So occasionally has the good stuff, occasionally doesn't ever go over 5 innings. So we'll get into a little bit of the Red Sox bullpen, which is pretty solid, but occasionally can have some lapses. Expect 2 or 3 earned runs from this man. Marco Gonzalez is 8-5 with a 3.95 ERA with a 1.22 WHIP. On-base percentage of 303. His earned run log 0.5230100122. So last 3 games, not so great. Before that, pretty consistent, pretty good. I am just going to take Mariners at home at plus money. I'll leave it at that, especially with this odds boost on FanDuel today. If you missed it yesterday, we did a FanDuel fade parlay of Orioles plus 5.5, Rays plus 2.5, Cardinals plus 2.5. And we also did one outright with all those teams, and because there was a FanDuel boost on Yankees, Mets, and Blue Jays, and only one of those teams won, and it was against the Orioles.
Ooh.
And they still covered that 5.5 because they scored 1 run in the bottom of the 9th to lose 7-2. Mwah. Thank you. Anyways, Red Sox getting 60% of tickets, 77% of money, which makes me feel real good about taking the Mariners today. They are also getting, let's find the line, 52% of tickets, 72% of money on the spread. So definitely like Mariners today. Mariners. Also, the under I'm going to take because I have seen this multiple times. I have tried to beat it, but I am a firm believer now of Mariners during the day go under. I don't know why. It just keeps happening. So under 8.5, also like it. I think Tanner Houck does fine. Marco Gonzalez does fine.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that there's not a bunch of late runs in this game like there has been in this series multiple times. All right, moving on. That's the first dog of the day. It is Dogs Day. We got Vladimir Gutierrez. This is 6:35, by the way. We are into the night games officially. Cincinnati Reds and Vladimir Gutierrez on the mound at -144 on the road, going against Mitch Keller and the Pittsburgh Pirates at home, getting +120. Vladimir Gutierrez, 9-6, 4.05 ERA with a 1.3 WHIP, 5.1 average innings pitched. On base percentage of .316. His earned run log 135, 12, 11, 126. Home runs, a lot of them. 1-2, 1-0, 1-0-0, 1-1-3. I have to thank Braxton for putting me on the Mariners during the day. Yeah, I also have to give him a slight, not very much credit at all, but very little amount of credit for that. So yes, Vladimir Gutierrez can be attacked, can let up home runs, and he's going against Mitch Keller and the Pittsburgh Pirates, who is 4.11, 6.29 ERA with a 1.77 WHIP, averages 4.1 innings, on base percentage of .391. Not very good at all, but boy is this a sporadic pitcher. Earned run log 4.07.02.4420. So the man either has it or he's getting shelled. Not a lot of home runs out of him, however. Only 4 in his last 10 games. And actually only in 3 different games in his last 10 games he's let up a home run. Definitely an attackable pitcher. But occasionally he has the good stuff. I am not betting on this game. I've officially done betting Cincinnati Reds. I've been done for about a week or two now, but more officially now after seeing what happened yesterday. I am done betting anything to do with the Cincinnati Reds. This team is so inconsistent, so bad. They beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 9 out of the last 10 games before yesterday and then lost 6-5. This is just not a team you want to be betting on. They're also getting 80% of tickets and 69% of money today as everyone's stacking up trying to get the day 2 as they lost a lot of money on Reds yesterday. So do not bet this game. Actually, I almost like Pittsburgh's spot anyways because if Mitch Keller has the heat today, which he's shown that he can do very often, like every other game kind of thing, and Vladimir Gutierrez does what he's kind of been doing the last couple of games, this could get out of hand and Pittsburgh could get a big lead very quickly. So staying away from that one. Next game, Cubs at Phillies. This is another game that I just absolutely do not want to touch with these two teams. Alec Mills is on the mound for the Cubs at +175. Ranger Suarez, Mr. Ranger, on the mound for the Philadelphia Phillies at home -210. Alec Mills is 6-6, 4.35 ERA with a 1.37 WHIP, 3.2 average innings pitched with an on-base percentage of .334. Earned run log 15072022321. He's given up a home run in 6 of his last 10 games, and one of those being multiple with 3 home runs. So a little bit of a home run guy. Ranger Suarez, 6-4, 1.38.
Just don't worry
ERA,
about it.
1.03
He's the
WHIP,
best.
2.1 average innings pitched, .269 on base percentage. His earned run log in his past 10 games: 1-0, 1-1-3, 1-0-0-0-0.
He's so good.
Those last
Who
4
is this guy?
Those last 4 games were all across 5 and 6 innings. He's only given up 1 earned run in all of them, except for one he only gave up 0. He has not given up a home run in 10 games. He does not let the dingers go. Ranger Suarez is kind of a beast, I'm not going to lie.
Dude, I remember when he first, because he wasn't even a starting pitcher at the beginning of the season.
Nope, he was just throw him in there every once in a while.
Yeah, and then in his first start, I was just like, as I normally think. I think you might have been one of them when you were in Minnesota or something. I think I might have been on my lonesome, and I was like, it's a cool name. I remember looking, I was like, oh wow, that's crazy art. Oh, okay, he's just a He's just a reliever guy, plays like an inning. Okay, and then just somehow his crazy stats just stayed the same once he became a starter.
They really didn't go anywhere.
Mr. Ranger, I even wrote Mr. Ranger on the sticky note. Mr. Ranger
Suarez,
to
best
record a
pitcher
win.
in the majors. I love it.
He's gonna record the win tonight.
I was thinking about the under, and then I saw their past games, and I am no longer thinking of the under. Their past games have gone 3-13 Phillies, 10-15 Phillies, 8-3 Cubs, 8-0 Phillies, and 3-6 Cubs. So no, thank you.
I'm taking Mr. Ranger to record the win at plus 180.
Jesus. Oh, it's because he doesn't pitch for very long. You need him to go 6. Actually, even if he goes 6, he might not get it. That is an interesting bet, though.
I think he's I think he's got it.
You think he's got it?
He's got it.
A little leprechaun had an anonymous tip that Bryce Harper is going to hit a home run today. I also say that Bryce Harper is going to hit a run today after looking at the stats and everything. He's going to hit a home run today. If he doesn't, take his over bases because the man is just going to hit a home run today. Not only is he good against Alec Mills, he's good against righties. He's good. He's just good. He's just really good. Alec Mills is bad against lefties. Just everything. 5 at-bats against Alec Mills, 3 hits, a double, a home run, a strikeout, 2 ribbies. That's an average of 600 with an on-base percentage of 600 with a slugging of 1.4. It's Bryce Harper day today, to say the least. Moving on from that game, though, because that game is ugly. Besides Ranger just probably doing everything he can. Will say Philly's getting a big stack today. Big stack. 96% on the money line, and 97% on the spread. So, big stack on Phillies today. Look out for that one. Next game of the day, we got the New York fucking Yankees with Nestor Cortez Jr. on the mound at minus 170 on the road, going against Mean John Means and the Baltimore Orioles at plus 155. Nestor Cortez Jr. is 2-2, 2.7 ERA with a 1.08 WHIP, 4.0 average innings pitched, on-base percentage of 275. These are all pretty good stats. Earned run log 213-214-2013. Piss missile log, however, 21111211001. So, likes to give up the home runs. Maybe a Mountcastle home run tonight. Maybe. Let me see. Ooh, Trey Mancini has gotten into this man before. That might be the one. Anyways, also Pedro Severino can do things. I don't like that man. Nestor Cortez Jr. is a good pitcher. Occasionally lets up some runs. Pretty consistently low, though. He's going against Mean John Means, who's 5-7, 3.42 ERA with a 1.0 WHIP, 5.2 average innings pitched. On-base percentage of 259. His earned run log, 2, 3, 4, 6, 1, 1, 4, 2. Also likes to give up home runs. There should be some dingers in this game if you want a same-game parlay. His strikeout's very, very consistent, almost always at 5, 6, 7. And he's kind of been throwing some heat lately. He's been going a little bit longer, finally. Got back into the 6 and 7 innings, 2 earned runs across all of them. Not going to lie, this is a dog's day, and if I think that there might be a dog who wins, it might be the Orioles that take out the Yankees.
Do you like a John Means over 5.5 strikeouts at plus 125?
I don't mind it because the Yankees do strike out a lot. And if he does go 6-7 innings, which I think he could, the problem is the past 4 games he's had 5 strikeouts every single game.
Dang it.
And one of those were against the Yankees. Mark Kanya going Potato Town today, but FanDuel is scared to give out his line. All right. Potato Town. I just want to stay away from this game too. I kind of feel like the under in this game actually at plus money is sitting pretty. Actually, it's not plus money. I bet you that kind of sucks. Kind of feel like the under here. I think John Means throws some good stuff. I think Nestor Cortez throws some good stuff. I don't see a lot of runs being scored. I kind of see the Orioles keeping this close, but I'm not touching that after what happened yesterday. I don't want to throw bets out on the Orioles just sporadically also. I think I got to move on from that one. Next game, 7-10. We're into the 7-10s. John Lester on the mound for the St. Louis Cardinals going against Tyler McGill of the New York Mets. Mets at home getting minus 175. Cardinals on the road getting plus 155. Let's see here. John Lester is 5-6 with a 4.75 ERA and a 1.54 WHIP, 5.0 average innings pitched. On base percentage of 352. His earned run log 2-1-1-1-4-1-5-6-3-0. So last 4 starts, he's been fucking incredible. Before that, not so incredible. Home run log, he's given up 4 home runs in his last 3 games. His walks are a little bit up. His strikeouts are a little bit down, which is kind of surprising because he's not giving up any earned runs and not many hits at all. So John Lester is definitely a pitcher that you can bank on today as an underdog. Tyler McGill is 3-4, 4.06 ERA with a 1.2 WHIP, 5.1 average innings pitched. His on-base percentage, 294 across 77 innings. His earned run log, 2.427134410. Wow, piss missile log, 1.214002110. Strikeouts have gone up. He got 10 strikeouts his last game. That was against the Yankees. Only walked 1. Because of the FanDuel fade today, I will be taking the St. Louis Cardinals money line.
I actually like that anyway.
I kind of honestly, I saw the line and I knew I had to bet Cardinals anyways. But going through those stats, I'm actually kind of like taking the Cardinals anyways. I want to see where the money's at real quick. I'm hoping everyone's slamming the Mets. No, people are slamming the Cardinals actually. 72% of tickets on the Cardinals with 55% of money, and the spread is getting 63% of tickets on the Mets, but only 6% of money. So people are slamming Cardinals today. Scares me a little bit, but hey, FanDuel sucks. If anything, we'll put a plus 2.5 on that and maybe a plus 1.5 on the Mariners and see where that gets us. On a legal book, I have it at plus 500 for him to rip a Garbanzo bean parlayed with a Harper Buster is 1850. Are you still talking about Mike Kanya? Kanya's so good. Anyways. Over under at 8. I don't really like that line. I don't think there's much to do it there. However, what is Cardinals' first 5 team total? Is it over 1.5?
Oh, yeah, it could be.
It's actually probably a decent line.
Yes, it is. Over 1.5 at minus 115.
Not a bad take there. Not a bad take at all. Against Tyler.
Full game's just 3.5, 115.
I know, I saw that too. I'm going to jot down Cardinals first 5 over.
Oh.
Over 1.5.
Hey, you better listen. He doesn't like those first 5s.
Yeah, I am not a fan of first 5s, but Cardinals, I feel like, are in a decent spot here. Also, Bat's been working much better as of recently. 7-7, 2-6, 2-2, 5-2, 1-5. So, we are getting some bats in there. Mets pitching also been really bad. 7-7, 6-8, 3-3, 2-4, 4-6, which is not how the Mets have been pitching all year long. Gas Eric Crane down the first 5. No, doesn't happen often. Moving on to the next game.
Sticky notes tainted.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game at 7:20. Antonio Senzatella for the Colorado Rockies on the road, getting plus 170, going against Huascar Wainoa. Can anyone tell me how to actually pronounce this guy's name? Because I'm kind of tired of calling him Huascar Wainoa. But that is just, according to my calculations and my English studies, that is about how you'd say that name.
Let's look it up.
It's got to be Huascar. No. Huascar, no.
There you go. We'll ask YouTube how to pronounce. Teach me.
84% of people have...
Boo.
You're advertising to me what I'm trying to learn.
We're trying to be educational here.
Huascar.
Huascar?
Huascar.
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 Huascar. Well, it does have 1 thumbs down.
So maybe
Huascar.
maybe we don't even trust it. Has no likes, 1 dislike. Maybe that's wrong. Wow, all of them are bad. This howtopronounce.com has 1 rating. Wow, they're all bad. I don't think there's a way to say it.
All right, so maybe it is Huascar.
Very well, could be.
I think it's like in Family Guy's scene where he puts the H before the W, like
Huascar.
So, Huascar.
Yeah, I like that. Rolls off the tongue.
But how do you say the last name?
Hold on, back to howtopronounce.com.
Why Noah? It's got to be no. No. Huascar? No.
Here, this is how to pronounce Huascar Noah. Or whatever it is, whatever they explain.
All right, come on. Be good.
No ads?
Huascarinoa.
Huascarinoa.
Huascar.
Inoa.
Enoa.
Okay, so
Enoa.
So it's
Not
like
Winoa.
Spanish, because the Spanish Y is an E sound.
Huascar.
And the Spanish H is
Enoa.
silent.
Yes.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Huascar.
Huascar Inoa.
Got it.
Huascar.
Locked in the brain.
Like quinoa. Weenwa.
Enoa.
It's Weenwa.
All right. Anyways, Huascar Enoa is on the mound for the Atlanta Braves at -200 today. Antonio Senzatella, 4.9, 4.11 ERA with a 1.3 WHIP, 5.2 average innings pitched. On base percentage of .321. Earned run log 230-123-4-3-2-2.
Oh.
He's only given up 3 dingers in the last 10 games. However, 2 of them came in back-to-back games the past 2 games. Walks are very much down. Strikeouts are inconsistent and a little bit low, but not too sporadic. Huascar Inoa, 4-5, 3.2 ERA with a 1 flat WHIP, 5.1 average innings pitched. He's only given 72 this season with an on-base percentage of .263. His earned run log, 2.423051002. So in his last 4 games, he has really not played very well. Strikeouts have been pretty consistent. He's given up 3 home runs in his past 4 games. Also 6 home runs in his past 10 games. No multiples, though. Yeah, pretty consistent, but is a targetable pitcher. I almost want to say Rockies here, honestly. Antonio Senzatella is not a bad pitcher by any means. The Rockies have been playing immensely better on the road. They did win yesterday 5-4 against the Braves. They have won 4 of their last 5, all on the road. And the Braves have only won 4 of their last 10, and most of them have been at home. Braves do not look good right now. 5 of their last 10. Also, just have not looked very good. I don't want to play anything on this game either, unfortunately.
It's over city, baby.
Okay. I was also thinking over.
Since September 2nd, matchups are as follows. 11, 7, 13, 11, 9. So, 4 of the last 5 over this 8.5 mark. Keep in mind, this game on September 2nd, I suppose that was in Colorado.
That
but
was
still,
Colorado.
over-under was set at 13 and 11 and 11 and 11.5. Even the last game yesterday in Atlanta was at 9, and it pushed. Over, baby.
All right. I like it. I got nothing else besides that, besides probably Rockies' money line, because it is Wednesday.
It is nice.
It is
nice
Dog Wednesday.
There.
Next game, 7:40. Don't even want to fucking talk about it. Actually, I might. Might talk about it. The Cleveland Indians on the road with Cal Quantrill on the mound at -110. This is a pick'em. Going against Griffin Jacks and the Minnesota Twins, who somehow keep winning games. Cal Quantrill, 5-3, 3.04 ERA with a 1.2 WHIP, 3.2 average innings pitched, 306 on base percentage. Earned run log 151-032-0011. He's given up a lot of home runs in his last 5 games, I will say. 6 home runs in his last 5 games. Other than the time that he gave up 3 home runs and with 5 earned runs, he's been a very, very solid pitcher going 6 and 7 innings every single game. He's pitched against Minnesota quite a few times. Pitched well enough. Yeah, he's pitched pretty well against Minnesota. Griffin Jax is 3-3 with a 6.72 ERA with a 1.37 WHIP and 4.2 average innings pitched. On base percentage of 320. He's only given us 64 innings. His earned run log 4, 4, 6, 9, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 6. So not very good at all. He's given up a home run in 9 of his last 10 games. Do you want to hear this piss missile log?
Tell me about it.
1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1. Lots of home runs, lots of dingers out of this guy. Give me the Cleveland team total over. I can't believe I'm placing a bet on this game, but I'm going to do it. Cleveland, team total over. Griffin Jax sucks. Looks like Indians are kind of getting stacked on with the spread, and the money line is 79% of tickets on the Indians with 98% of money. Holy hell, that is ridiculous for a pick'em. That is absolutely absurd. I would be very careful about your Cleveland bets today. Extremely, extremely, extremely careful. I want to see how Cleveland is against hitting Griffin Jax. They're doing just fine. Bradley Zimmer did hit a dinger yesterday. He's in line to hit one again today. Let me tell you what. 5 at-bats, 2 hits. One of them was a dinger against Griffin Jax. The team is batting .257 against Griffin, .333 on-base percentage with a .400 slugging and a .733 OPS. Not incredible by any means, but definitely solid enough to justify Cleveland scoring 4 runs against them. 5 runs against them. Cleveland's bats in their now that is what scares me right there. Cleveland has not gone over 4.5 in nine straight games. Last time they did was against Boston when they scored 11. So the bats, which once were very hot, have now gone very cold. Twins are scoring runs, letting up runs. It's kind of sporadic. Oh, I really, really, really want to take that. Actually, what's first 5? I can't believe I'm about to write down a second first 5 bet.
In an Indians-Twins game, nonetheless.
It's got to be 2.5.
Here we go. Yeah, they're both 2.5 plus 120.
Plus 120?
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me Indians first 5. Ugh. It's one of those days where I'm taking first 5s. Over 2.5. This is strictly based off of Griffin Jax and the fact that he's given up over 2.5 runs in this first 5 innings in 5 of his last 6 starts. I think he does it again. I don't think he's very good. He has pitched against Cleveland before. Actually, that was his one good game was when he pitched against Cleveland before.
That's okay.
I would not blame you for fading anything I just said on this game. I know I'm very strict on not betting on Twins games, but Griffin Jax is just so bad at baseball. The first 5 overhit yesterday in that game. Yeah. He's just so bad at baseball that I can't not take it. And at plus money, I just can't not. They are getting an unbelievable stack today, though, so I would stay away from Cleveland money line. Take their team totals. This might just be a big scoring game, but stay away from that money line. That is a hell of a stack over there. We got 5 games left. We are now into the 8 o'clocks.
Ooh, late night.
Oh, here we go. The fucking Houston Astros with Jose and Quiddy at the mound, getting minus 230 on the road, going against Kohei Arihara, going plus 185 at Texas Rangers. I fucking hate the Houston Astros right now. They are so annoying. They're the only reason I didn't sweep yesterday, by the way. Pissed off at them. Jose Quiddy. 6-3. Do we need a soccer parlay? 9. That is, yes, we do need a soccer parlay. I also have soccer parlays, but I did get them from someone else's package, so that would be kind of rude to just say out loud. So I'm going to stay quiet. But yes, we need soccer parlays. Boo, Astros is right. Jose Quiddy is 6-3, 3.51 ERA with a 1.02 WHIP, 5.1 average innings pitched. On base percentage at .259. Earned run log 22102, 36102. Strikeouts have kind of gone down. So this thing, he's pitching better, but they're giving him less innings to pitch in, Jose Quiddy. He was going 6-7, and now in the last 3 games, he's gone 1.1, 4.1, and 3.0. Manchester City money line, PSG money line, Dortmund money line should be plus money on all money books. I am also on City money line and PSG money line. I did not touch Dortmund money line, but I was supposed to take Dortmund over and Dortmund money line. That is a very good parlay, by the way. If you do not bet on soccer, you should still bet on that. City should dominate today. PSG should win 6-0 probably. And Dortmund game should definitely have some goals. Who is Dortmund going against again, Rondo? Is it Leipzig or is that PSG that's going against them? I think that might be Dortmund that's going against them. Anyways, Jose Urquidy seems like he's getting less time for some reason. Kohei Arihara. Holland scoring is a good shout out too, but I couldn't parlay. Okay. Kohei Arihara 2 and 3.
That comes in at plus 152 on DraftKings.
Plus 152 for that parlay? That's nice. Who is the Skitas?
Yeah.
Okay, and Man City. Yeah, Man City's taking on Leipzig, and I would be hammering the Man City team total over as well. Leipzig looks really bad, and even when they look good, their defense is always a problem. No, not Turkish soccer. Champions League. But it is a Turkey team, so. Kohei Arihara, 2 and 3, 5.89 ERA with a 1.36 WHIP, 4.0 average innings pitched. 331 on base percentage. His earned run log 215650023. Piss missile log 1114100001. Strikeouts pretty low. Walks pretty low. I'm going to take a hot take that I'm not going to write down on my post-it note, but the Texas Rangers are going to beat the Houston Astros for a second day in a row.
Okay.
We're going to see day 2.
Ooh.
Rangers beat Houston Astros. Just a feeling I got.
Okay.
Also, I haven't done a lot of home run looking around. Wow. Whit Merrifield against Sean Manan today. I can't believe I just said that out loud, but I did. Luis Arias against Cal Quantrill. He tends to lay into him a little bit. Charlie Blackmon against Huascar Inoa. What else?
I found it.
Ooh, James McCann versus John Lester today.
This is a Rangers score first and lose kind of situation.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. It's plus 450 hit.
Okay. Like that?
Do you want to know why?
I do.
The Astros, as favorites, have trailed after 3 innings in 3 of their last 4 games.
I believe that.
The Astros have lost the first inning in 4 of their last 6 games as favorites.
I believe that.
So, they don't like scoring first.
By connecting the dots.
So they won't score first. However, wow, Texas kind of beats up on Houston. However, actually, why would the Rangers score first and win? I don't know. I like the score first and lose just because they are the Rangers and they sure are good at losing.
They've kind of been hot lately, though. The bats have actually been pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, let me rethink this. Hang on. Let me rethink this. The Rangers' bats in the last 10 games is 8-1-4, 8-5, 8-3, 4-7-1. Their team total over is sitting at 3.5 right now with Urquidy on the mound. We know Urquidy has been going lower games as of recent. He went 1.1, 4.1, and 3.0. Even if he does go 7 innings, I still like him to get kind of hassled a little bit because he has only gone that amount of innings in his past 3 starts. I'm going to go on Texas Rangers team total over today.
I'm sticking with the score first and lose.
I think they can score first, lose, and hit over 3.5.
Yeah. I might take score first and lose and score first and win.
Yeah.
I suppose I should just take score first, huh?
Probably.
But here's the thing, though. Score first and lose plus 450. Score first and win plus 380. That means no matter what, I'm getting a 280 hit at the least.
Yeah, this is very true. They better score first, though.
Yes.
Well, I suppose Rangers just to score in the first inning is plus 240.
Oh, nice. All right. Moving on. 8-10. We've got 4 games left. Jansen Junk. What a name for a pitcher. On the mound at plus 200 for the Angels on the road, going against Dallas Keuchel and the White Sox at minus 238 at home.
That's a great name.
Yeah. Jansen Junk is 0-1, 2.45 ERA with a 1.9. What is your Rangers team total at? I have 3.5 at minus 110. Junk, 2.545 ERA, 1.91 whip. So the ERA is low, but the whip is extremely high. Average innings pitched 3.2. He's only given us 3.2 innings. That's why 389 on-base percentage. So on-base percentage was super high against the Texas Rangers when they played before. He gave up 3.2 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, only 1 earned run, though. 2 dingers. So Jansen Junk probably throws a little bit of junk. Dallas Keuchel is 8-9, 5.33 ERA with a 1.45 whip, 5.1 average innings pitched. On-base percentage of 341. His earned run line 5.556. 2.42.542. Dallas Keuchel has been struggling, to say the least. Angels team total over. Angels to win. Angels alt line. I want to see.
I have to see what Jansen Junk looks like before I make an official call.
Fair. I will say, wow, this is really fricked up. White Sox getting 44% of tickets, but 82% of money. That means Angels are getting 56% of tickets, but 18% of money. And the spread is getting, I don't know. The spread money is not popping up. Also, Astros getting 94% of tickets at minus 1.5 for minus 130, and 97% of tickets against the Rangers. So Rangers might be the bet today. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, this game is very confusing. I think the Angels could definitely scare Dallas Keuchel and company. I think I got to go Angels team total over too. Now, these bats suck. Fair warning. Fair warning. These bats are not great.
They've gotten better, though.
They've gotten better. 3.1455403343. So they're right there at that over 3.5 every time, which is what they're sitting at now. I will be putting Angels team total over 3.5 on that sheet. And let's be honest, the White Sox are just not playing great. Pitching been okay as of recent with 3-1 given up, but not great. Also, the full game over, might have to take that too.
Angels have actually taken 3 out of 5 in this series this year too.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Angels money line is not a bad look tonight. Not a bad look at all.
Even the losses, but yesterday's game was actually the worst loss they had this year. Other one was a 12-8 slugfest back in April.
I like that game total over. I think Jansen probably gives up some runs. I think Dallas
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
Little 6-4 game.
Yeah.
Little 5-5 with extra innings.
Very well could be.
I like it. All right, moving on. Also, someone's got to hit a dinger in that game, right?
You really think? How about let's see. I want to see.
We'll say. Dallas Keuchel does have good stuff against the Angels.
Yeah.
115 average, 281 on base, 115 slugging. But they just haven't faced him. He's gone against Kurt Suzuki 9 times, Fletcher 7 times, and Lagares 6 times. And other than that, he hasn't faced anyone. So not too worried about that. He hasn't seen Kyle Seager. He hasn't seen Ty. No, that's not the right team at all. He hasn't seen Ohtani. He hasn't seen not the right team at all. Anyways, moving on. We have
Jared Walsh.
Jared Walsh. That's actually not a bad pick
That's mine here. He was 2 for 3 this year against the White Sox in homers.
Oh, whoa, really?
Yeah.
So,
Well, let me double check that. I'm pretty sure.
Walsh home run.
Yeah, 2 for 3, plus 450 right now.
Let's go Walsh home run and Bryce Harper home run. Ooh, that could be some plus money, little home run prop there. Anyways, moving on to the next game, we have Oakland A's at minus 155 with Sean Manaea on the mound, going against Mike Minor and the Kansas City Royals at plus 125 at home. I'm not gonna lie, this kind of feels like the spot that Kansas City's gonna win in. Hang on. Spread knowledge.
We haven't heard from these guys in a minute.
This is actually pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Kansas City Royals are 15-1.
Whoa.
When the point spread is smaller than the current point spread. I still don't understand what that means. Since July 18th with a profit of plus 14 units. I give a lot of shit to spread knowledge.
Yeah.
That one is 15-1 since July 7th, July 18th.
When the point spread is smaller than the current point spread. When the point spread is smaller than the so this must be an example of when the point spread is smaller than the
I would
spread.
imagine. I would imagine.
Point spread is smaller than the current point spread.
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna learn it today.
All right. Chaminade is a 3.79 ERA, 298 on base percentage across almost 160 innings. Earned run log 12527355013. Gives up quite a few home runs. Whit Merrifield tends to like to hit a little bit on him. Mike going against Mike Minor of the Kansas City Royals, who's 8-12, 5.05 ERA with a 1.24 WHIP. Royals also have best record in AL Central since the break, believe it or not. I do believe that, actually. Mike Minor, earned run log 0.233344216. So he's progressively just gotten a little bit better every single game he goes out there, it seems like. He does give up some home runs, 0-1-2-0-2-2-2-0-0-1. But I'm on the over in this game, not taking Royals money line. Well, the over is set at 8.5. I'm not sure if there will be a ton of runs in this game. And that is just not a Fade Braxton move. That is actually, I just don't know how many runs will be in this game. Mike Minor seems to be tightening things up a little bit. His last outing was against Baltimore, where he went 6 innings with 0 earned runs. Chaminade seems pretty sporadic. I can never quite predict what he's going to do next because I try to, and then he has a really good game, or I try to, and he has a really bad game. I hope we find a line like Orioles plus 7.5 like yesterday. Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. You realize that? So before the game, I got Orioles plus 5.5 for better value than Yankees money line, and then the Yankees went up 2-0 in the first inning, and I live bet Orioles plus 7.5 with Giants team total over last night for like plus 130. Unbelievable. I parlayed every single live bet last night with Giants team total over, and holy shit. Mark Kanya is mean to Minor. Let me check it real quick. Oh, you're not wrong. Oh, he's really, really mean to him. Wow. Mark Kanya better be on a home run prop something. Yeah, plus 7.5 like we're betting for. Seriously. Mark Kanya, 18 at-bats against Mike Minor. 6 of them are hits, so that's batting .333. 1 double out of those 6 hits and 3 home runs out of those 6 hits. He struck out against him 3 times, which is not a lot when you at-bat 18 times against him. Has not been walked, but yeah. Mark Kanya is a savage to Mike Minor. I will be writing Kanya down as well. For this game, I truly do kind of like the Royals. I'm not going to lie. He's plus 500. That's the plus 18. Okay, I'm going to write down. I wrote down a lot of stuff today. Holy hell. It is Dog Wednesday, though. It's time to pick some dogs. This game, the Oakland A's, are getting 69% of tickets, but only 39% of money. So huge parlay, very, very high parlay leg there. And then hang on. I'll find it. The Astros, all right, so, no, not Astros. What the fuck am I doing? The A's are getting 86% of tickets and 83% of money on the spread, yet their money line is getting a huge parlay line. This is absolutely perfect spot to take the Royals. That is number one thing you look for when I'm trying to see if I need to fade a team that's favorited, that's getting stacked on, is when the spread is getting slammed on and the money line has high percent of tickets, low percent of money. That means everyone's parlaying the Oakland A's and then they're slamming their -1.5, which is the absolute recipe for fucking disaster for any team. And Oakland A's are that team right now. Kansas City Royals to win today.
Well, I tried my best.
Yeah.
No clue. It doesn't mean anything. All that is coming up is like, so what does a point spread mean? And what does a plus a half mean? It's like, no, I get that. I'm trying to figure out what this gobbledygook from.
I'll have you know, if this bet hits and the Royals do win, I will give 0 credit to spread knowledge. If this bet loses and the Royals lose, I will fade spread knowledge for the rest of my life.
Well, this is a 15-1 hitter, dude. Let's not take away the credit for spread, Mr. Knowledge himself.
I'm gonna take full credit if they win, though.
That's fine, but I'm not against it. I just want to know what he's. I mean, it's not like we can give him credit because we don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Next game, we have Padres Giants once again. Boy, was this game fucking awesome yesterday. Sorry, kids show. Freaking awesome yesterday.
Freaking dope.
Joe Musgrove, 10-9, 2.93 ERA with a 1.03 WHIP, 5.2 average innings pitched. On base percentage of 276. Earned run log 2.00, 1.6, 1.1, 0.2. So besides that 6 in there against the Arizona Diamondbacks of all teams, Joe Musgrove's actually been pretty solid. Gives up occasional dingers. 5 of his last 10 games, he's given up a dinger about every other game. He's going against Dominic Leone of the San Francisco Giants, who is 3-3, 1.41 ERA with a 1.03 WHIP, but he only averages 1 inning. 261 on-base percentage. They've been trying to let him go 2 innings the past couple games. His earned run log is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
What?
1.
Oh.
0.
Yeah.
0.
Oh.
0.
Jeez.
Now remember, this is all 1 and 2 innings pitched, so it's not that impressive at all.
It's crazy though.
But last time he did pitch against the San Diego Padres, the San Francisco Giants did win. And this was 2 days ago. That was the game that they won 9-1. So maybe there is something to say.
He's magic.
I want to see where the money is because I have a feeling the Giants are getting slammed right now, and that scares me slightly. Yes, Giants are getting slammed at 75% of tickets, 90% of money, and the spread, I'm sure, is getting 99s across the board. 75% of tickets, 98% of money at the +1.5, not the -1.5. I'm still going to take the Giants money line. I kind of have to. They have just been on a tear. They've been playing well.
9 straight.
Their bats are freaking incredible right now. Fricked up kids show, my bad. Yeah, that's my bad. I got scolded on Twitter that we swear too much. I swear too much. So kid show.
I keep it clean, man. I let my words do the talking.
Kid show.
I let my kids do the talking.
It's a 21+ sports betting show, but gotta keep it.
Dude, we have
ESPN level.
Our child that we have joint custody of is hiding under the table right now. We went for a. He has two adopted fathers. We're not in a relationship, but we're co-parenting.
We're co-parenting to make the greatest athlete on planet Earth.
He's just gonna know a lot about sports betting because he really is right down there.
He's one of those kids where he's just gonna not have a life and he's just gonna be grinding every sport. I'm thinking he's gonna be a long snapper in the NFL.
Ooh,
that seems like the easiest. I want to make sure he gets in tennis at about 2 years old, so he can be just the greatest tennis player ever.
He'll get
those Rolex sponsors.
He'll get that Wimbledon done by like 17.
Yeah.
So then he can go to college.
Yeah.
And then go to the NFL.
So yeah, pickleball champion will definitely be a pickleball champion.
We're gonna feed him so many
tennis
pickles.
will be his main sport, but then long snapper will be his backup sports, and I'm not sure what else he'll be good at, but it'll be very sports that most people aren't good at that will make sure he's really good at, so he can be a pro.
Sure as hell won't have a potty mouth.
No. No. Not allowed to swear. Anytime he swears, he gives me 400 push-ups. Last game of the day, 10-10. I'm going to be a great father one day, by the way.
Give me 400 right now!
Long snapper who tells everyone on his team what their player props are so the boys can cash. That's pretty funny. Last game of the day, Merrill Kelly is back at +290 going against Julio Arias. Dodgers at minus 350 tonight. Pretty simple here. Pretty simple. Merrill Kelly hasn't pitched in a month.
D-backs.
You do not. You never, ever
Just
bet
stop.
against the Arizona Diamondbacks with Merrill Kelly on the mound. Ever. Let me reiterate that. You never, ever bet against Merrill Kelly on the Diamondbacks. This man will ruin your fucking life if you try to. Julio Urias, obviously, just incredible pitcher. Doesn't give up anything more than 2 earned runs unless your name is the Padres.
It's not my name.
Not my name either.
There you go.
1, Carson Kelly will hit a home run today against Julio Urias. 2, I would put the D-backs in some kind of something. The value is there. Take them plus 8.5 probably or something like that. Do not bet against Merrill Kelly, especially when the Dodgers are at minus 360. It is Dogs Day today, and this is one of those games that could end up going real bad for people. What about Nerf? He runs and hides under the bridge to vent to a homeless man about the slander that will occur. Yeah. So wait, you want Nerfy in the Dodgers game, Braxton? Is that what you want? So I'm gonna write Nerfy down real quick. Yerfy Dodgers.
The Yerfy could be nice. Diamondbacks have lost the first inning. Oh, that's too specific. Never mind. I didn't see how many words came after it.
That's unfortunate.
I thought it was less words, but
I
it
do
was
hate
more
when that
words.
happens.
There's a little hoopla.
So Yerfy and the Dodgers apparently. If Braxton is for sure about the Nerfy.
So, are we supposed to assume that Braxton has a homeless friend under a bridge that he vents to when Eric's too mean to him?
You know, when I read it, it didn't sound like a possibility, but when you said it, it sounded like a possibility. It sounded much more realistic when you said it rather than reading it. And now I kind of think that Braxton might have a homeless friend underneath the bridge that he goes and rants.
Braxton's got Charlie Kelly vibes. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Like hanging out on the bridge.
Yeah. Perfect. So he likes that Nerfy, so let's Yerfy the Dodgers game tonight. I would probably
some wild card vibes.
I would probably put... Oh. Hey. Rondo. Thank you. Rondo just purchased a... What did you get? He got some kind of merch.
Oh!
Retro Fellas tee. Oh, the yellow Retro Fellas tee.
The yellow's fire.
That's fire.
One of the homies has that. It came out nice.
This is a fire one.
Oh, we'll get that out to you.
Yeah. So yes, Yerfy Dodgers is the last bet on my post-it note. That it should be slammed, canned, jammed. 85 units, maybe 85 and a half units on that one. Just smash it. We only have the WNBA to talk about. We only have the WNBA for one game to talk about, and then we have to get out of here because I need to put VIP down because we got early games today. Sun are getting minus 13 against the New York Liberty. The sports books, the stooges at the sports books have finally, it only took them a freaking long time to figure it out. But they have finally figured out that the Connecticut Sun are the best team in the WNBA. We said that, on June... Let's see, that ticket was punched in on June 12th, so 3 months ago now? Yeah. We said that 3 months ago. They just finally figured it out now that they are the best team, and that's why they're giving them 13 against the New York Liberty. If you don't know the Connecticut Sun, this defense is one of the most intimidating defenses I've ever seen. You can't score. You can't pass. You can't even run to freaking half court without one of the Jones sisters just in your grill, in your face. You're not going anywhere against anyone on this team. All woman on the court at all times play lockdown defense. Doesn't matter whether you're the number 1 player on the team or the number 10. They all play defense. They all say, hey, you're not going to score this basket. And every team's like, yes, I am. And then they block the shit out of them. They steal it. They get a fast break the other way. And now for the first time in a while, the Connecticut Sun offense is looking damn good. Damn good. They are averaging 76 to 80 points a game, 85, 83 against Dallas last time. Oh, they are playing out of their freaking minds right now. Won every single game since the break and have only missed the cover twice, and it's because the cover was -11 when they won by 10 and -11.5 when they won by 4. That's the only 2 times this team is so good. So good.
Very, very, very.
But are they 13 points good? Better than the New York Liberty?
I mean, in theory, yes.
In theory, yes.
No.
The last time they played was
in practice.
The last time they played was the last game before the break, where the Connecticut Sun beat them in New York, 71 to 53. I really think the New York Liberty offense struggles a lot. They put up 76 against Dallas, which is not good. The Wings do not have a good defense. Put up 75 against the Storm, and that's a struggling Storm. That's also not impressive. 66 against Minnesota Lynx, who have a decent defense. 64 against the Phoenix Mercury, who have not even that great of a defense. They did put up 79 and 83 against LA Sparks, and then 83 against Storm. But it looks like they are really starting to play a lot worse. What is the over-under for this game? Because I think we have to hit the under again.
147.5.
I think we play the under here. I do not see the Liberty scoring 75 points. I see the Sun scoring about 78, and that means we need about 66 from... No, we need 78 plus 70 equals 148.
That's correct.
I truly don't think the New York Liberty get 70 points here. Their team total looks
Do
like
you think they get 67 and a half? Yeah, that's the question.
I'm going to play the game total under here. I do not see it going long. It seems like even if there is a quarter or 2 quarters in the Connecticut Sun games.
That's tough. It's tough every time.
It is tough. I try and do my best.
You can't have a singular team name like that.
I
Don't
try
worry.
and do my best because the Phoenix Suns are a team, and I try,
it gets
try and make sure that people know that I know what I'm talking about when I say Sun. But it is tough. Give me the game total under in this one. I have it at under 148.5.
So we're aware of the matchup here. In the last 10 games, this is the best net rating against the worst net rating.
In first half?
Overall full game.
Overall full game.
Plus 18 versus minus 12. They're a little bit better on offense, but the Sun are a little closer on it. But then when you bring in the defense, it's like, oh, by the way, the Sun don't let anybody score ever.
Yeah.
No, I will say, because when the spread's like this, sometimes it is worth checking out the halves.
Yeah.
So let's take a look. So it looks like it's this infinite circle. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the Sun, they just they don't mess around.
They don't mess around. How's New York Liberty in first half?
Not terrible, but they're minus 4.5 net rating. Sun are 25.9 net rating. That's first in the WNBA. For reference, second in the WNBA is +2, and they are plus 25.9.
Wow. So first half, Sun. I'm not necessarily putting it out there.
Let me just the difference from 12th in the WNBA, which is the last, to second is 11.3. Then from second to first is
23, 22.
Is 23.9.
Good Lord. The Sun are
they did first half. What's the second half like? Do they fall asleep? What goes on?
No, they just beat the shit out of every team they play against.
Yeah, and then they don't have to. And the Liberty are terrible second half. They're minus 19.8 net rating in the second half. Sun are not as impressive in the second half, but they're still third in the Doug Dimmadome WNBA with plus 9.8.
Looks like Connecticut Sun are getting -7 on most books in the first half, -6.5 in some places. If you do want to play the risky game of taking Connecticut's second half, as the New York Liberty seem to be
their dog do,
you can get that at -5.5 in the second half. I have never put down a second half bet. I don't know how they work. I don't know if it's worth it or not, but those stats are crazy. and I'd almost be willing to do it just based off.
I mean, honestly, it's this. I almost just want to take the spread at this point. Like, looking at these numbers, I'm like, all right, so the Liberty are just terrible in the second half. The Sun are just unreal in the first half. Put those together, take a full game. I don't know. Maybe some alt. Put it.
I will definitely.
With
Yeah.
a big time.
I will definitely put an alt
that'll
of
be
like
so
-6
nice.
or something.
That'll be so nice.
We'll put a money line of something else in there. Yeah, definitely buy that line down. I just don't trust it at 13. In first half, asking for a 7-point lead from a team is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Considering when there should only be about 60 points scored in the first half total. But yeah, Connecticut Sun, there is not a bad bet when you're betting the Connecticut Sun right now. I'm just going to say that. They are absolutely trouncing teams. Their defense looks incredible. They are clearly the best team in the WNBA right now, and I don't even think there's a close second at this point. The Las Vegas Aces and Storm don't look overly impressive right now.
No, honestly, the second best team might be the Mercury.
If they can continue to stay hot and stay healthy with Diana Taurasi and Brittany Griner, that team could be making some noise as well. And I'm not counting Las Vegas Aces out of it. I still think they are the second best team. But
no, not to be disrespectful.
I think we have seen a power shift in the WNBA. Hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, Isaac.
Hey, it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of
It's a
fun.
cool
I'm
sport.
very glad we got into this
Yeah.
because I've very much enjoyed the WNBA this season. I've enjoyed watching the games even, which I'm not gonna lie, I shit on the WNBA before the season, saying
Yeah,
it was
I think a lot of people did,
it was
you know?
dumb
A
basketball
lot of
and
people
it's
did.
not good. And I realized that when you watch it, and this is not a knock on women's basketball in any ways, but it's very much like college, where you see some mistakes that you wouldn't normally see in the NBA. You see just things that you don't. There's a couple different rules and everything. Also, you don't. What I really like about it is there's no 7-foot dudes who can literally just stand flat-footed and dunk a fucking ball. Like, that does not exist in the WNBA. You actually have to pass. You have to be fundamentally very sound. Some of these women can shoot the shit out of the ball. It's quite impressive. And the one thing I do really like is, in the NBA, when you have the LeBrons and the ADs, they are considerably better than the next people.
Mm-hmm.
When you have the Diana Taurasi's and the Brittany Griners and the Sue Birds and the Breanna Stewarts on the court, it is like you are watching greatness before your eyes. They are so freaking good compared to everyone else on that court, and that is not a knock to the other players on the court, but they are so good, and it's like this player, like when Elena Della came back for the Mystics for a couple games in the past couple weeks, it was crazy. This woman is incredible. It was a lot of fun to watch. I wish she'd come back because that woman should be the MVP of the season, even though she's only played in like 3 games. It was so impressive. Most betting shows I had mentioned WNBA, but fellas get us excited for WNBA. Hey, you got to give credit to all sports out there. Everyone can be a stooge and talk about the NFL and stuff like that. You got to find your little niches.
So, hey,
especially because we're real good at it.
And it's better to bet on.
It
All
is.
those
The
ones
lines
that
are so
everyone's
soft.
on top of, they make sure you don't win.
Yes, there's a reason why we've been so good at WNBA, and it is because the lines are soft.
Tennis too.
The lines are soft.
It's where you can make some money, truly.
All right, fellas. That is it for today's show. It is 12:30. Get out there. Go watch baseball. Starts in a half hour. Congrats to everyone watching baseball today. It's exciting stuff.
Congratulations. Baseball
Congratulations
starts
if
at
you
about
would,
1.
Hey, I'm excited because I get to watch baseball early today.
Congratulations, Eric.
Thank you. I don't think we have anything in the early games.
No, we didn't take the first 2, I don't believe.
Yeah, but that 3:00 game raised Toronto.
That's perfect timing.
My post-it notes are filled.
This might be the smallest post I've ever had in my life.
This might be the most, and I know I draw big, but write big.
You
but,
do write real big.
I do. Hey, I like to see.
You don't use the backs either. Eric hates trees. Just kidding.
It's
I don't
true.
blame you because
It's
they're
true.
sticky on the back.
Yeah, like what?
You can't use a sticky.
What's a sticky note?
I write on the back of these.
Oh, you're just a weirdo. It's a lot of sticky notes.
We've been doing this a while, fellas.
Yeah, we have. That was a lot. That was more than I thought was in there.
Yeah, they're all stuck together. I thought it would be a little better of an effect, but
That's a lot of sticky notes.
There's a lot of knowledge on these Post-its, fellas.
Lot of winners. Lot of winners.
All right,
All right, let's relax here.
I know. I was trying to keep it on the table, but I went over the line, and for that, I apologize.
Hey, can you get the transition ready?
Yeah.
I'm onto your shit now.
Yeah.
All right, fellas, that's it for today's show.
I'm in
Sean,
trouble.
Sean has got the transition screen ready to go.
Uh-huh.
We are out of here. Go make some money today. Go watch a WNBA game today. Post your winning tickets. Go make people jealous. Go make the Stooges on gambling Twitter wish that they were you. And overall, just have fun watching sports tonight. Remember, football is back on tomorrow. We will have our morning show. We might cut it a little short due to the fact that we are having Fellas After Dark again tomorrow. Do not miss it. If you missed the last one, you missed a plus 4,000 parlay that just got spewed out. We might even have Suck My Take back for a little
Maybe.
Fellas After Dark. Let's have a day. Let's make some money. Let's have a lot of fun today. And overall, have a good one. What you doing over there?
Oh, I'm up to nothing. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Fellas, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah. I agree.
Enjoy the day and make some money.
I hate to be controversial, but I also hope you have a good day.
Controversial, man.